Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Sunday. Hope it's a fun day for you. I'm going to do a little planetary pregame, a little astrological prediction for the Houston Texans at the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings versus the Houston Texans. Whichever you prefer, I guess, if it's up to me, whatever. So yeah, hopefully everybody's doing great, whether you're watching now, later, whenever. So appreciate you stopping by. Just going to touch on my last prediction, which was last week for 49ers at Minnesota Vikings. And then I'm going to get into the chart for today. And then the game is at noon Central Time. So going to be doing a little commentary / play-by-play. So both of these teams, Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings, they're 2-0. So hopefully there's no tie because those are boring as hell. One of these teams is going to get their first loss today. So once again, I appreciate everybody watching and joining. Just making sure that like everything is working as it should be. Which I think it is. So that's good. I usually have some sort of like technical issue every time. So I'm glad that there's not today. Inspire says, go Bills, go Vikes. I like that. All right. Yeah. Buffalo Bills used to be on my one of my second favorite teams list, like when the Vikings are done and dusted, but they dropped off there, and actually the Texans replaced them, and that's partially due to Stephon Diggs now being on the Texans. But yeah, so for the Minnesota Vikings too, Case Keenum, he's on the IR, but he's on the Texans. So I'm not even sure if he made the trip today to Minneapolis, but Stephon Diggs is returning to the old stomping grounds, former Viking who now is on the Texans, as well as Danielle Hunter. So a little bit of like I don't know, it's not necessarily like a homecoming, but previous team. I guess both of them were here for quite some time. So that should be exciting. And I am obviously not at the game today, but if I was at the game, I would not boo either one of those two. Like neither one of them. They both played really, really well while they were here. And I am still in the camp that Stephon Diggs just threw a little fit to get out of here, or, you know, made his voice known a little bit more because he knew the ceiling with Kirk Cousins and that this team wasn't going to go anywhere else. So that's why he wanted out of here. And that's what I think. So anyway, Jesse says, I'm sending good vibes. Have a great show. Appreciate that, Jesse. I don't know if you are still on, but maybe you'll see that later. And then Jason, what do you got? Yep, week 3. So here we are, people. It's already week 3. That's freaking crazy. But so yeah, last week I just want to go over that for this season too with my predictions. I'm 2-1. I have so many notebooks. So anyway, so I'm 2-1. I did Baltimore, Kansas City opening game there. And then Minnesota at the Giants. I had Minnesota winning by 2. They won by 22. And then last week, people, that was terrible prediction on my part. Absolutely horrible. I had San Francisco winning by like a blowout by like 19 to 20 points, or like a close one, like 1 to 2 points. And lo and behold, it was like a Vikings pretty much blowout, even though the score didn't necessarily like reflect that. But yeah, so that was one of my previous ones. Let's see. Yeah, so 49ers, I did have the right one on there. So many little boxes. Yeah, so 49ers, like I said, I had them winning kind of in a blowout, like by 19 to 20 points. And the final was Minnesota 23, San Francisco 17. I'm just missing a 1 there. So, you know, it wasn't exactly a blowout by, you know, either team. So, you know, whatever, it happens. Vikings won by 6. But as a Vikings fan, that's cool. As an astrologer, I'm just like, whoa, way off the mark on that one. So I am going to get into the chart for today. I'm going to come back to the chat. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. Appreciate you. Clean Music Lover. Hey, man, what's going on? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Hope all is well. And then, yeah, just on some other predictions that I was looking at this week. I didn't post them at all, but I looked at Thursday night. That was Atlanta. Who was that again? Was it Atlanta and Philadelphia? Is that it was playing on Thursday? Yeah, so that was a really, really tough chart. I was just looking at it. Or wait, Is that who played on Thursday? Well, whatever game that the Falcons were playing. I think it was Falcons and Eagles, and that was a tough chart. And then I was like, oh, man, oddly enough, I think the Falcons are going to win. I didn't post this. I was just looking at it. And then I fell asleep before the ending. And then I saw that the Kirk Cousins Pizza Ranch boy let him down the field, and Atlanta won 22-21. So that was crazy. And yeah, and then I looked at the Jets and Patriots too, and that one was a tough one too. I couldn't make a decision actually, and I was just watching, and then the Jets just completely blew the Patriots out of the water. So then I went back and just was looking at some stuff in that game chart, but I didn't post any of those. So again, thanks everybody for hanging out. Almost 20 minutes until game time, and then I'm going to pull up the chart and kind of go over just my notes, nerd notes. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on last week. So that's a bummer. All right. And then, okay. Alrighty. Anywho, Ryan, do you think Diggs gets cheered? I hope so. Honestly, I hope so. I just think I can understand maybe why people would want to boo him, but like, come on. He was part of only one of like the best Vikings, moments of all time. So yes, yeah, exactly. He has one of the biggest plays in Minnesota history, but Diggs did handle his exit wrong. I semi disagree, and I semi agree with that. He may have been right, but he could have handled it better. Yeah, I do agree with that, Ryan, for sure. Yes, if he was right, maybe could have handled it a little bit better. Got a little kind of like mouthy, but maybe that's what it took to get out of here and to get rid of Pizza Ranch Boy too. Get away from him. Because again, I'm still in the camp that's why Diggs wanted out of here, like for sure. We're playing the Vikings next week. Yeah, Green Bay. Isn't that Green Bay and Minnesota next week? Is that already happening? I think it is. I have to pull up the Vikings roster and Houston's roster. Yeah, next week already. Evil to the East and the Vikings. That'll be fun. Saints versus Eagles will be a good game. All right. Is that who's playing tonight? Who's playing tonight? But yeah, that should be good too. And it's like, who dat? Who cares? But seriously, New Orleans kind of coming out of nowhere there. But yeah, that should be good. The Eagles, I don't know what's going on with them. And like, no offense to William if he's on here, Eagles fan, but I don't know. It seems like they kind of dropped off a little bit there, but maybe that's just because I'm like, whoa, Pizza Ranch Boy and the Falcons were able to beat you. I don't know, but and I find myself being a lot more like, even cheering for Kirk, at this point, because he's not the Vikings quarterback anymore. So like, I found myself like almost cheering for him the other day too, because I don't like either of the teams, the Falcons or the Eagles per se. But yeah, Jets Patriots were on Thursday. Okay, so Atlanta and the Eagles, that must have been Sunday night. Was that Sunday night or Monday night? Well, whenever I looked at that chart, that was a really tough one. Again, I didn't post it anywhere. I was just looking at it. And then I thought about posting it on Twitter, actually, my findings, and then I fell asleep. Because I was like, that's kind of weird. Because I immediately would have thought that the Eagles, would have had it. But I'm like, that's kind of odd. It looks like some things are going in the Falcons' favor. And then, like I said, I woke up and then I saw that Kirk led the team to a game-winning drive there at the end to win by 1. So good for them. Hi, James. How you doing? Good luck for today. Hair looks great straightened. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. It's a little bit more, I don't know, manageable. It just kind of sits there. I have naturally curly hair, so it just my hair always has a mind of its own. So, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my gosh, yeah, isn't that tonight? I think that's tonight. I'm definitely going to be cheering for Pizza Ranch Boy and the Falcons tonight for sure. I'm just over Kansas City. I've been over him for a while. Patrick Mahomes, great player, but he annoys me. I think he's a sore loser, and I don't like it. Okay, I mean, and Travis Kelce, he just likes attention. All right, he just likes attention, and he's a decent tight end. Okay, he's getting a little long in the tooth for Texans for tight ends, whatever. You guys get it. Cousins versus Mahomes. Yes. I'm definitely cheering for Pizza Ranch Boy. It's like a complete flip, right? Now that he's no longer with the Vikings, like, see you later, man. Good luck. and still think he has one of the best agents in the league. And I still think he would be a good like motivational speaker, but he has that ceiling. He's only going to get you so far, right? And I said for like 6 years he was never going to lead the Vikings to a Super Bowl. People, Jade, you're mean. Nah. Yes, he can. No, he didn't. Okay. All he did was get some money. So, I mean, good on him in that regard. But as long as Kirk doesn't win a Super Bowl for the Vikings, I have no issue with him. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be something? Oh my word. Well, I mean, it still would ring true that I said that he would never lead the Vikings to a Super Bowl. But yeah, that would be freaking nuts. I think we would get one of the you like that? All right. I think we would get a you like that. All right. So let me pull up. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. I feel like I am just chatty Cathy Ann over here, which is fine. But all right. Cheers, everybody. I hope I don't burn my mouth. All right. It's like a perfect temp. Love it. Love it when it's a perfect temp. Okay. I got green tea going over here, and it is caffeine free, if anybody is wondering. Because I already had a cup of coffee, so I'm already wired enough. I love coffee, but that caffeine can get me really quickly. Alrighty. Here's the chart for today. Let me double check, because when I was first looking at this, I had it in the wrong system. So, all right, that's too big. You like that? No, I don't. All right, so game chart for today, peeps. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game. I do think this is, let me just share straight away, like overall, because I said this last week too, and I'm going to say it again, that I'm trying to make like the prediction part a little bit shorter, right? Which is hard because there's a lot going on here and there's a lot we could unpack that, I don't even go over. But with all that being said, I'm trying to get it a little bit faster. Okay. So, the attention spans only last so long. All right. So basically each team is going to have a planet that rules them today based on how I read the chart. Also, another main player in all the charts, well, just in everything, is the moon. So I'm going to take a little peek at her and what she's doing. She's over here in the sign of Gemini. She just moved into Gemini. We're having like a shift of planets. We had a couple shifts here going into air signs. So the sun, happy equinox too, everybody. I can't believe I didn't say that right away. Officially in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in fall now. So happy equinox to all. So the start of Libra season, the sun right over here just moved into Libra. So happy Libra season to all the Libras out there. And then the moon just moved from Taurus into Gemini a few hours ago. Air sign as well. And then we're going to have Venus. She's currently in an air sign. She's going to move into Scorpio. I think if not later tonight, tomorrow, but she's at 29 degrees there. So we're having a shift, okay, because we've got a whole bunch of planets shifting around, shifting signs. And then the moon just left Taurus and is now into Gemini. But the moon is the fastest mover. She only stays in a sign for like 2.5 days. So, all right. So for today, since the Vikings are hosting, they're going to be represented over here by house number 1. That is Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. So Mars and Pluto are going to be the planets that represent the Vikings today. Since, again, their first house is at 25 degrees of Scorpio. And Scorpio is ruled, traditionally ruled by the planet Mars. Action, war, ambition, fire, fighting. That's Mars. But there's a lot of drive there with Mars. And then Pluto, the planet of transformation, the underworld, over here in Capricorn. So those 2 planets are ruling the Vikings today. Again, moon in Gemini, and the Texans are visiting. So they're represented over here by Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Venus is the planet that is ruling the Texans today. And Venus is in Libra. All right. So, I do think that this is going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a really, really good game. I mean, we already kind of, should maybe quote unquote expect that because both of these teams are 2-0. The Vikings, this is their second home game here in a row. And like I said, too, with Danielle Hunter coming back to play against his former team and Stephon Diggs, I think that's going to be a little added bonus, too. And I find that funny because, too, I just thought of that the moon is in Gemini, and Gemini is the twins. So there's two, okay, in Gemini. So wherever Gemini is in your chart, there's two sides because the twins. And then I find it funny because it's in the Texans' first house of themselves and their body, the Texans themselves, and the moon is right there. The moon representing two. They're two players returning to play against their former team. So I find that to be interesting. And then to look at it from the Vikings perspective, the moon is in their seventh house of open enemies, and they have two former players coming back that are now their enemies. So I find that to be kind of interesting. I just thought of that now. So a little factoid there. James, this will be an excellent game. Both sides know well how to win. I do agree with that. I agree. Yeah. And I also think that the chart reflects that too, which is always funny how it just lines up. That's just the way it goes. So for the Vikings, and then I'm going to look at the moon and then the fifth house of games for both teams. And the 10th house is how they show out to the public. For the Vikings, their fifth house of game is over here in the sign of Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars. So not only are the Vikings ruled by Mars, but their gameplay is ruled by Mars. Mars is over here in the sign of Cancer. Mars is called what's in its fall in Cancer. Mars doesn't feel comfortable in Cancer. Cancer is a feminine sign. It's a water sign ruled by the moon. Mars is a fire sign. Okay, action, ambition, fire, drive. So in a water sign, it loses a little bit of its steam. It could create steam, if you think about it, the fire and the water, but it loses a little bit of its ambition and drive there. It loses a little bit of its oomph. So for the Vikings, they could struggle a little bit today with their game. They also, I don't really touch on this a lot, but I do also just want to make mention of Chiron is in the Vikings' fifth house of games, entertainment. Chiron is the wounded healer. It's a wound that we carry, and that we're always trying to fix, but it just can't quite do it. It's just like kind of recurring. So you don't have to always just put work there. Just know about that, where your Chiron is in your chart. So for the Vikings, it's in their fifth house of games. And then for the Texans, it's in their house of their 11th house of wishes coming true, of communities. All right. So then for the Vikings, the moon, she is in Gemini, like I said. So she's making a very loose aspect. It's called a semi-sextile, about 30 degrees away from Mars, that being the Vikings, and how they play the game. So that's not bad. It's more good than bad, but it's a weak aspect. Okay. But that's okay for the Vikings. It's like they need that, especially with Mars being in Cancer, and that Mars again does not feel comfy there. So for the Vikings, their fifth house again ruled by Mars. Their 10th house, how they're going to show up to the public today. That's right over here by this MC. Lands in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So for the Vikings today, this is a big game. The Sun and Mercury are in their 10th house of, again, how they show up to the public. I think, again, it's going to be a close game. It's going to be an exciting game. It's probably a game that's going to be talked about. I'm sure it's going to be packed. The stadium's just going to be rocking. It's going to be loud. A lot of people there just talking and cheering because Mercury, the planet of communication, is in a sign that it rules. The one thing, too, I do want to make mention is the moon is going to square Mercury. It's also going to square Saturn. So for the Vikings, Saturn is in their fourth house of home, their home stadium. Saturn can delay. It can put blockages on things. It can cause, things to just stop. So with the moon, she also represents the people. she's going to be squaring Saturn and squaring Mercury later. So square isn't necessarily good. So I could see the game starting out very loud and rambunctious, only to then be quieted down later by the Vikings fans. And I say that because Saturn, again, delays, blocks, and it's in the Vikings' fourth house of their home. But I have seen that play out in a good way before. So the one good thing that is going to help the Vikings is that Mars, again, which represents their game and themselves, is in what's called a trine to Saturn. So their game and themselves, they're supporting themselves too. So I do like that as well for the Vikings. And this is a tough chart. This is honestly a really, really tough one for me. They're all hard in their own way, but this one is hard because there's good and bad for both. Like there always is, but this one, it's just like I keep looking for like a giveaway, like and it's just I find something for one and then I'll find another good thing for another. James, with so many young quarterbacks struggling early on in their careers, how impressed have you been with CJ Stroud? Yeah, pretty good too. I've been impressed. So good for him for taking a team that like nobody talked about, that was down and out, like done and dusted. And he's only in year 2. So he's done a really, really good job. I haven't been following like super closely, but I think he's really, really low for throwing interceptions and things like that too. And it seems like he's mature for such a young quarterback. He just kind of like stepped up right away and really like put up or shut up. So good for him. Yeah. And I think both of the quarterbacks are obviously like they normally are. I think they're going to be, the lens is going to be zoomed right in on both of them here. So Saturn is at 14 degrees and Mars is at 10 degrees. So this is something actually that I missed earlier that I'm now just kind of seeing. And I still have not written down who's going to win, like in my notes. I didn't decide yet. So again, this one is a tough one because again, good and bad for both. I also like for the Vikings that again, their 10th house Mercury ruler, Mercury over here, is going to be in a trine, which is really, really good with Pluto, the Vikings co-ruler. So again, I think that they're going to have a lot of support from the fans. I like that for them. The one thing too is Saturn, which is right in their fourth house of home, this for the Vikings. And again, Saturn can delay and block. Saturn is retrograde right now, so behaving in a little bit of a different way than he normally would. But Saturn is retrograde for a few months out of the year. So it's not like that isn't anything unusual, for a planet to be in retrograde, and especially a slow mover because it stays retrograde for a while, but definitely something to make mention of. Also, Uranus is retrograde right now, and so is Neptune. So not the only one there. Soda 612, you said your chart shows a loss for me. Yeah, I just really think it's going to be a close game. I do think it's going to be entertaining. I think it's going to be good. I think that both teams there's going to be a little surprises in the mix for both sides. Okay, we got 5 minutes. I have to make a prediction here, and I got to make sure that I'm on the right channel for the game. I think I was on there we go. All right. So yeah. And then for the Texans, let me just go to my nerd notes here. Again, the next aspect that the moon is going to make is a square to Saturn, okay, which again is representing the Vikings, their fourth house of home, because it's right there. But for the Texans, Saturn is in their 10th house, how they show out to the public today. So there could be a little blockage delay there. And Uranus, I do want to mention Uranus on a team's first house, like so close to this line right here, which represents the team itself, like the physical body of the team. I have seen that play out negatively for teams in the past, especially when it's so close to the ascendant line here, this dark line. Uranus is a slow moving planet, it's an outer planet. It is the planet of upheaval, of surprises. I hope that there's no type of like neck injury and at play or anything here, because Uranus is in Taurus, and Taurus rules like the neck and the throat. But Uranus is getting support from Mercury and from Pluto. So, I don't think so. And then for the Texans, their fifth house of games today is right over here in the sign of Libra, how they play the game. And Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is at 29 degrees. 29 degrees of any sign is a crucial and critical degree because there's only 30 degrees in a sign before it switches. So Venus is in a sign that she rules. She's not making any aspect in a good way to anything. She is squaring Pluto, which is, again, a co-ruler of the Vikings today. Venus is squaring the part of fortune, which the part of fortune is an Arabic lot that you can look at and see, especially in games. You can take a look at the lot of fortune to see if there's going to be, what's going to happen here. So I don't like that for the Texans per se. Uranus, the planet of surprises, is in their first house. Now, the Texans do have the moon in their first house, and they do have Jupiter in their first house too, which is their co-rulers then for the Texans. Now, Jupiter rules their 10th house of how they're going to show out today. And it also rules other people's money, and it's right in their first house. Man, so for the Vikings, Pluto opposing the part of fortune. I don't like that. I got to make a prediction because we got like 1 minute. Mercury is going to sextiling the part of fortune. I like that for the Vikings. Mars is in its fall in Cancer. Mars co-ruler for the Vikings today. I don't like that. For the Texans, their ruler is Venus. Venus is at 29 degrees of Libra, a critical and crucial degree. Venus is in a sign that she rules. I like that for the Texans. The moon is not applying to Venus at all. I don't like that for the Texans, but the moon is in the Texans' first house, which is good. Venus is quincunx Neptune. I don't like that for the Texans. Venus is square the part of fortune. I don't like that for the Texans either. The moon is also going to square Saturn. I don't like that for the Texans. Uranus is in the Texans' first house. Again, the planet of surprises, of upheaval. That is trining the moon, Pluto, which is the Vikings. So that's good for the Texans. It's also trining Mercury, which is the ruler of the Texans, what they owe, other people's money. And Mercury is also the lord of the moon and Jupiter, which are in the Texans' first house. So people, I know that's a lot of words, okay? I know that's a lot. Oh my gosh. And this is such a tough one. So one other thing that I looked at for the Texans was I wanted to see some of the astrology for CJ Stroud, and I just looked up where his sun falls. His sun sign is in Libra. He was born, I think, like the 1st of October, like the first week of October. So the sun just moved into Libra. So CJ Stroud is getting his solar return. I like that for the Texans. And then their coach, I forget his name, the Texans coach. I looked up what his sign was too, and he's a Leo, and the sun just moving into the early degrees of Libra is in good aspect and good harmony with the Texans head coach sign, because his sun sign is right in the early degrees of Leo. So I think it's going to be a close one. Again, this is so hard. Man, this is a really tough one. Really, really hard. My first instinct was to say the Texans. And normally when I've gone against that, it's bit me in the ass. Not always, but the majority of the time. And then another thing, and the game's going to start here, people, so I got to really decide, is another thing you can look at as an astrologer when you really are having a tough time is the rulers of each team, of each first house, which one is a more positive planet. So the Texans are ruled by Venus. Venus is a benefic planet. Okay, game is starting. I have to decide. And Venus is in a sign that she rules. Mars and Pluto co-rule the Vikings today. And those planets are generally a little bit more challenging. Mars is the lesser malefic planet, and Pluto is a transformational planet. Sometimes it can seem like Pluto destroys things, but it clears what doesn't work, but that can be challenging. So I'm going to say it's going to be a really close one, like I said, and I'm going to say the Texans win by about 1 to 6 points. I do think that it's going to be a close one. But yeah, I'm going to say Texans win by 1 to 6 points. But again, I do think it's going to be a good one today. I think it's going to be close. And here we go, first quarter. So I did just want to get the prediction in there finally. All right. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate that, especially, it can get a little word salady, okay, with the prediction segment, but with the Planetary pregame. All right, William, hello. I was just talking about your Eagles earlier. Bummer about that loss, man, especially to Pizza Ranch boy. What the hell? What did your team do? What happened there? Sorry. But I will say, William, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And I found myself cheering for Pizza Ranch boy. I'm not going to lie, against your team. I'm sorry to tell you that. All right. So I'm going to put the little quarter and the score marker on the bottom there. But like I said, this came down to crunch time for me for making the prediction. So, but yeah, I ended up Texans by 1 to 6 in a close matchup. Close matchup today. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again for hanging out. So Houston, they get the ball first today. All right. And then there's already a flag on the field. There's always a flag on the field. I don't know why I got to just started talking in a Southern drawl, but it happened. Maybe because Houston's got the ball right now. It looks like it's probably, it was against Houston. Houston, you got a problem. Okay. That's called the flag. Now it's 1st and 20 for Houston. We are 12 seconds into this game. All right. It's 0-0. Okay. So let me pull up the rosters now for these teams. I always forget something. Managed to forget something every time. All right. CJ Stroud did make the first pass, though, and he just threw a pick. Oh, okay. That is so funny, too, because I was just talking about, I think he is pretty good at not throwing picks, and lo and behold, he just threw one. All right, that's great for the Vikings. Nice little start for them. Who picked it off? Oh, it was batted. Ooh, man, and that penalty, that was a bummer because he did complete that first pass. Harrison Phillips, it looks like, got his paw up there. All right, that's exciting. Okay, I forget what the Falcons head coach's name is. I gotta look that up again. It's bothering me. Okay, this puts Minnesota in amazing field position. Okay, amazing. Thanks for that, CJ. Thank you. All right, so hey, it's 1st and 10. Guess what? The Vikings are running the ball. Surprise to absolutely nobody. Okay. Give me such an asshat sometimes, but it's true. All right, Sammy, what do you got? What is his name again? It's like D something. D'Amico Ryans. All right, finally. D'Amico. All right, he's probably pissed. Kevin O'Connell's walking all serious. He's not talking. And 2, I think, okay, so it's 2nd and 7 for Minnesota after that interception. They're faking the handoff. Sam Darnold has time, but he's under pressure. Incomplete. Looks like, was he looking for Johnny Munt there? Okay. So, alrighty. I got both of the rosters pulled up. You don't know. Okay. Yeah, dude, what happened there? Come on. And Pizza Ranch Boy? I just am giving you a little shit, of course. That's such a bummer though. And I was saying earlier, William, too, that I looked at the chart for that game. I didn't like post it or anything, my like prediction or whatever, but it looked like a close one. And then I fell asleep before it was over. And then I was like, is Atlanta gonna take it? And then they won by 1. I woke up and saw that. I was surprised. All right, Justin Jefferson, Sam Darnold to Jefferson for a first down. That was 3rd and 7. Now it's 1st and goal. This is a nice start for Minnesota. I mean, obviously having a takeaway so quick, that's amazing. So good for them. All right. I still am not sure who got that. I should look it up, but we're moving on. Who had the turnover officially for Minnesota? Does anybody know in the chat? Can anybody tell me? All right. 1st and goal, Minnesota, 13:05 to play in the first quarter. Sam Darnold has a hell of a lot of time. Wow, and then he's under pressure. Oh, no! No! Shit, dude. All right. It looks like the ball was maybe down. It did pop out. It looks like, okay. For a second there, it looks like the Texans maybe recovered that. He was like trying to flick that ball away. I don't know if I like that, man. Just, oh man, he was trying to get rid of it. He saw Aaron Jones. Okay, it did. I don't know if the Texans are going to challenge this or not, because it looks like it did hit Aaron Jones. It looks like Aaron Jones touched it with his hands. So I think that is a live ball. I think the Texans might have recovered this, people. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Nope. All right. 2nd and goal, Minnesota. I think they luck out with that one. If it's unchallengeable or they're not going to challenge that. All right. I'm surprised. 2nd and goal. Okay. And Aaron Jones with the carry. Got about a couple yards. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you. Great start to a game. Oh, exactly. I know. Cheers to that. Yes, that was a nice interception, and it's, like you said, a nice way to start the game. All right. I'm just feeling how hot my computer is. I want to prop something underneath it. That'll stay like that. I'm gonna push everything on the floor. Oh my God, it's 3rd and goal. Why is it always 3rd down? Why? It's always 3rd down for this team. All right. Let's take advantage of this. Sam, he has a lot of time. I will say, nice touchdown. Darnold to Justin Jefferson. No, I thought they were retiring the gritty. Stop. It's embarrassing. Please stop it. All right. I don't know why D'Amico is clapping right now after his team just had a terrible freaking turnover. And then we scored. The Vikings scored. All right. Nice. I like that Sam Darnold is, he has time. So the offensive line, kudos there for the Vikings. And then Darnold, when the pressure is coming, he's able to skedaddle and get away from that and manage to get the throw off. So good job for Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson right there. They get a round of applause. Old Sam Darnold had a farm. All right. With a skull here, skull there. Everywhere skull. Here skull, there skull, everywhere skull. Who was that got the freaking interception? They just showed it. Yeah. All right. I bet you saw Monday Night Game. Yes. Okay. Ryan, I mentioned that a little bit. Okay. So, yeah. I found myself cheering for Pizza Ranch Boy, and when I woke up, I saw that he had led the team to the Falcons to a victory over the Eagles. I don't like either of those teams, but yeah, Ryan, I find myself cheering for Pizza Ranch Boy now that he's not with, Minnesota anymore. It's like, whatever. But I was surprised. I will say though, when I woke up and saw that, I was surprised. So, and in Philadelphia, no less. So we got to be careful though, because William's in the chat. We don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't mean to laugh at somebody else's misery, but touchdown to Jefferson. Yes, that seemed so easy. So good for them. One leg of my, oh, nice. One leg of your parlay complete. What's the rest of it? You didn't see Monday's game versus the Falcons. That's terrible. I hope you're okay now. That's awful. Terrible. But glad you're here with us now. Summer home, hello, good to see you. Hand celebrate. I was like, what's the emoji? Because I couldn't see it. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Yeah, so anyway, let's see what's going on over here. Okay. October 10th, they're giving us a little flashback. Man, Minnesota has just dominated Houston. Wow. 31-15, 31-23 in October 4th of 2020. Was that the last time these two teams played each other? October 4th of 2020? Okay. Houston, we have a problem. All right, you guys got a problem because you're losers right now. So, and that seemed way too easy. It seriously did. I mean, that's good for the Vikings. Oh, you finished pickleball. Nice. How was it? Pickling the picklers out there. I wish I had a pickle right now. That sounds good. The picklers. Pickle. Were you dinking? Dinking or were you smashing? Did you listen to Tanner's tips? Tanner. All right, so 12 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first quarter. The Vikings managed to take advantage of that interception, basically, the turnover that CJ Stroud threw. It was tipped, but we'll take it. All right, so the Vikings have the lead right now at home. Nice little start for Minnesota. So let's see now for Mr. Stroud, who, in the past has done pretty good job about not throwing those interceptions. Lo and behold, starts off with one. Let's see now how he can come back after that too. And Stephon Diggs on the field, also forgot about that. And then, well, just right now, I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, Stephon Diggs, Danielle Hunter play for Houston now. So they are returning. And I don't know, because I had the volume pretty much on mute. I have no idea if Stephon Diggs got booed or cheered. Hopefully he got cheered. CJ Stroud is under pressure, and they managed to get the tackle. Harrison Phillips, he's having a really good game so far. It's going to be Harrison Phillips with the sack, and then Harrison Phillips' paw was part of that interception. He's going to be a problem, I think, for Stroud today. All right. Ryan, we are 5-0 versus Houston. That's crazy. That is wild. Okay, that's like the 49ers too. I think the 49ers and Minnesota, I think Minnesota is now like either 8-0 or 7-0 versus the 49ers since like the 90s now at home, right? 2nd and 9 for Houston. They are going to try to run the ball, and they're not getting anywhere. All right, it's going to be 3rd down for the Texans. The Texans offense, okay, second series so far, it looks putrid. They look like they are confused. They don't know what they're doing. Shout out to Brian Flores here for sending whatever he's sending at him. All right, he's probably mixing it up here. But, yeah, Vikings defense obviously looking pretty good so far. And it looks like all the fans are on their feet. They're loud as hell. Yeah. So definitely saw that in the chart too, in the Planetary pregame with the fans, especially being loud, vocal, because Mercury is in the 10th house for the Vikings today. Ah, damn it. They got it. Otherwise, unless they mark him short, it might be short. Oh, damn. Okay, so that's Stephon Diggs. All right, with first down for Houston. All right. Soda 612. I think I read your chart wrong. That's funny. My official prediction at the basically at kickoff at the start of the game, I have Houston winning today by 1 to 6 points. Something like 29-23 or something like that. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out the points, but this one was a really hard chart, like extra hard. They're all hard, but this, because there was no outlier. I had to look at so many extra things And that makes it just even more challenging when you have your main things in astrology. What I look at when I look at the game charts, you have like your main things. And then it's just like you can't get a clear answer or what you think is clear. You have to dig deeper and look at other stuff. And then it gets extra hard. And each of the teams have a lot of extra good, bad, challenging, not so good, but not so bad, good, but not great. So it's a tough one. So I do think that the game is going to be a good one and close and exciting. So and that's what we can hope for as fans, just like watching, right? It's 2nd and 2 for Houston. They're at their own. Now they've just crossed into Vikings territory here. First down. All right. They're at about the 48. Looks like that's Stephon Diggs again with the reception. And the one thing too that the Vikings have been lucky in the first 2 games, and I haven't really noticed anything, but is the Vikings secondary, because that's been a little bit of a hairy issue or a sore spot, I guess we could say, for the Vikings in the last few years and for quite a long time. So it'll be interesting to see too how Stephon Diggs does today, because we obviously know what he's capable of. And then he's also coming back, to play in the old stomping ground. So another thing to kind of look out for. All right. There's a plant on the field. One of my succulents. All right. We got a flag on the field here. Adam Thielen's shoe. It's going to be on the Texans. All right. Looks like it was a false start. Okay. Tanner. Yes. Tanner, Hannah. Hannah, June. That's good. Aloha. How's it going, DM? Good to see you. Guess what? Last week at halftime during the Saints-Cowboys game, I switched stations, and on CBS was the Vikings. What? Oh my gosh, you actually got to watch a game? Nice. Excellent. That's good. That's a nice change of pace, right? But no surprises this week. No Vikings game today. Well, if the Vikings end up going 3-0, I don't know. We could maybe see some flexing happening. And, at least then for your sake, because, we're both Vikings fans. Oh my God, another turnover. Another Texan turnover. Oh my God. They cannot hang on to the ball. Jeez. CJ, what are you doing, man? Wow. What happened here? Actually, they couldn't hang on to the ball. Number 86 for Houston. That is not good. Oh, shoot. Not good. Number 86 or 76? Who the hell was that? 86. Oh, okay. Another turnover for Houston. They seriously do have a problem here. My goodness. Okay. Dalton Schultz couldn't hang on to that ball. This is under review. Okay, it's officially under review. Interesting. All right, we'll see what they call on that. I'm surprised that other one wasn't called back, but all right. It looks like Tamani. No, that's not who got their hands in there. I don't know who this is. I swear, for the Vikings, I'm still learning other people. Camu Gregor Hill. He punched that out of there, but we will see what's happening. Yeah, it's on commercial right now. So the play is under review. I don't know. It looks like Schultz for the Texans. It looks like he got his 2 feet down there, but did he have control of the ball? I don't know. We'll see. Under review. All right. Our defense is elite this year. I think the defense has looked great. So kudos to Brian Flores. All right. He's living up to all right, Brian Flores is this genius mastermind. It's okay, I want to see it. And so far I've seen it. So I'll believe it when I see it. And I've seen it thus far. So I'm believing it. All right. So yeah, the Vikings defense has played very, very well so far. I will agree there. 3-0 Saints. They almost missed. It was a doink. Oh, okay. Who are the Saints playing right now? I'm not watching them. Who cares? All right. Who dat? Who cares? All right. Who dat? Who cares? Okay. But people care. Are you saying the Saints are up 3-0? I don't know who they're playing. I guess I could look. So let's see. What channel am I on right now? Who's playing? I think are they showing me us in Minnesota. Are they showing us Carolina, I think, on the other station? They're both on commercial. So the Vikings-Texans game's on CBS, obviously, like everybody knows, but who are they showing us on Fox here? I swear it was Carolina. I'm like, are you guys showing us Carolina? Nobody cares. Always a commercial. Over it. Oh, okay. It's the Titans. Titans and whom? It's not the evil, is it? Is the evil to the east and the Titans? No. Okay, who else is playing today? Oh my gosh, it is. All right, so I thought they were showing us Carolina because I saw the blue earlier. All right, this is better. So on Fox, they are showing us in Minnesota. They are showing us Green Bay and Tennessee Titans. They're all tied up at 7-7. They got a nice little interesting game going there too. All right, back to the Vikings. Let us see what is happening here. Roles analyst, what did they say? I feel like they're probably going to say it's a turnover, maybe? Okay. All right, not a turnover. All right, looks like he had control of the ball. Okay, that's why I'm not a rules analyst. Yeah. Okay. All right, it's 2nd and 15 for the Texans. They are struggling, though, today. All right, they're on the struggle bus. All right, there's CJ's got time. This is the problem, okay? This is the problem, which I think that can be easily solved. Don't give him time to throw the ball. When CJ's got time, they can make something happen, okay? So just don't give him time to throw the ball. That is my game plan right now. It's 3rd and 10 for the Texans, okay? Let's see. Can Brian Flores be our defensive coordinator forever? He said he doesn't want to be a head coach. Oh, really? He said he doesn't want to be a head coach. Well, you know what? I guess stick with what you're good at, right? I mean, yeah, so far so good. All right, 3rd and 10 for the Texans. Why are you giving this kid time? No! All right, he's going to be short. CJ tried to run. He fell down. It's going to be 4th down. It's going to be like 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. It looks like they're going to go for it. CJ's like, all right, I made a mistake earlier. I have to clean this mess up, okay? It's 4th down. Oh, my God. Why? No. Damn it. Okay, it was like the Vikings defense. They weren't even set. They weren't even ready. All right. Let's not give the kid momentum now, okay? Let's not. That was Schultz. It looks like he's their tight end. Dalton Schultz, I believe is his name, for the Texans, number 86 with the completion. Yeah, it seems like he's going to be an issue too. So Stephon Diggs and him. Diggs is number 1. I don't know why I have this feeling that the play is for Stephon Diggs, but it's a 1st and 10 for the Texans. 6:14 left to play in the first quarter. Texans are on the Vikings about 35-yard line. They're handing it off. Oh, no, don't let him. Okay, dude, number 22 for the Texans just twisted and twirled. Was that Cam Akers? Is Cam Akers on the Texans now? Just twisted and Cam Akers just twisted and twirled and sashayed, okay? And he pretty much spun his way to an almost 1st down. What was that? It looks like Cam Bynum finally took him down. It's like he just was twirling. He probably came up and saw birdies, okay, above his head. It's 2nd and 1. He twirled and sashayed about 9 yards, okay? 2nd and 1, and they're now at like the 25, 26. It's going to be a sack. Nice. Woo-wee. I don't know who had it. All right, 3rd down. We like it. Okay. Yeah, he came out of nowhere. Grenard. Okay, Grenard with the sack for the Vikings. That was nice. Blasted him. Jeez. Boom. Whoever the lineman was for the Texans just like completely fell over. Like, bye. All right. Are the Vikings playing good or are the Texans playing bad or both? I think a little bit of both probably. Saints playing. Oh, okay. Saints and Eagles. Nice. William, that makes sense why you got the Saints score up there. You're telling us about that. Oh, 3rd and 11. Not going to work. All right. No good. They were looking for Schultz again. It's going to be 4th and 11. All right. I would suspect that they're going to bring the field goal team out here. All right. Nice coverage there by the Vikings. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. So it's 3-0. Saints down to New Orleans. Is that what's going on there? All right. So let's see here. This is a 54-yard attempt. They always like sneak up. You think the field goals are going to be attempts? Oh, it's not going to be any good. Missed it. Went to the left. Just short to the left. No good. No good. Man, Houston, they've got some problems today. It must be extra loud in there today. I mean, again, back to the astrology chart for a second. Mercury is in the 10th house for the Vikings today. So Mercury, communication planet, speaking, cheering. And Mercury is in Virgo right now, and it rules Virgo. So, yeah. All right. Now it's commercial. So nice defensive efforts there by the Minnesota Vikings. Their offense is going to get the ball back. And since the Texans missed the field goal, it's still 7-0. I switched over. Is Jordan Love playing? No. For the Evil to the East here and the Texans, it looks like Malik Willis is in. All right. And the last time I saw the score on this game, that being the Texans and the Evil, it was tied up. All right, it's tied up. 7-7 still. There's 3 minutes, 20 seconds in this game. The Evil to the East have the ball right now. It's 1st and 10 for Evil. They are going to fake the handoff. Oh, little quarterbacks. It looks like Malik Willis is now – did he just run in for a touchdown for the Evil to the East here? He got to like the first yard line there. It's a 1st and goal. Wow. Damn it. Yeah, it is Malik Willis in here. He faked the handoff to Jacobs and just ran, had some good blocking there. All the way down, it looks like to the 2nd or 1st. It's going to be like a 1st and goal on the 3. Wow. So the Evil to the East are looking to take the lead, I should say, take the lead here. All right. Tried to run the ball on the 1st and goal. It's not going to work. All right. Back to the Vikings here. Oh, Survivor commercial. Survivor started, everybody. Is anybody watching Survivor? I thought the first episode of Survivor was decent. I still don't understand why they don't call me. I've auditioned for Survivor 3 times now. I'm waiting. All right. What do you got, William? Carr just got nailed by a Jordan Davis sack. Uh-oh. And Derek Carr, I mean, he's still holding it down. So I think they're showing the mini Ha-Ha Falls right now on the TV. We got some fall foliage going on over here now. Officially the fall here in the Northern Hemisphere. Again, happy fall and equinox to everybody. All right. So the Vikings, they have good field position now because, the Texans missed the field goal, 54-yarder. And again, Sam Darnold has time. Wide open. Justin Jefferson. Wide open. Completion. They're now at the 30. Nice. This just seems like way too easy. And like, DM, back to your comment. It's like, okay, are they this good? Or is Texans just having a real issue? Or are the Texans just not that good? Or are all the teams just not very good? And the Vikings are one of the best. I don't know. All right. Now Aaron Jones going to run for almost a 1st down. He's going to get about 6 yards there. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left in the 1st quarter here. Vikings up 7-0, and they're looking to score again. Now they're giving us a clip here for the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right. And it looks like the Chargers just went up 7-0. All right. Okay, 2nd and 4 for Minnesota. Minnesota is on the Texans 22. Something like that, in the 20s. Sam Darnold, quick pass out to Justin Jefferson. They can't even, any sort of coverage for Justin Jefferson that the Texans are trying to do right now, it's not working. Okay? Not working. Not going to work. All right? Yeah, that's been a really good combination so far. And two, they're both Geminis. So Justin Jefferson and Sam Darnold. Their sun sign is Gemini for both of them, and Kevin O'Connell too. So those three Geminis. I mean, I'm sure there's more Geminis on the team, but yeah, it's interesting. They're all the same sign. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. All right. Darnold, quick pass. Looks to Aaron Jones. Jones caught it. A couple of yards here. It's going to be 2nd down. All right. Sorry for my language, but after the refs bailed out the Texans, I say, fuck, let's kick their ass. When did the refs bail them out, right? What happened there? What game? When was it? What happened? All right. But yeah, I mean, it looks like, I mean, they are pretty much kicking their ass right now. All right. 2nd and 6 for Minnesota. Sammy's in the shoddy. And it's a quick handoff to Aaron Jones again. Did the ball come out or something? No. Okay. It's going to be 3rd down. For a second, I'm like, are you kidding me? Did the ball pop out? Aaron Jones a little slow to get up, but he's up. All right. It's going to be 3rd down. It's going to be like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, something like that. Ooh, I'm liking the purple cleats that I'm seeing here. All right. It's 3rd and 2. Minnesota. Looking to score. Aaron Jones, 4 rushes for 17 yards thus far. All right, Sam Darnold looking to pass. He's got time. Wide open to Aaron Jones for another touchdown. Vikings up 13-0. Yeah, Sam Darnold too. It's like when the offensive line has given him time, and then he's able to buy himself more time because he can scramble and get out of trouble. All right. So that was nice. 13-0. Okay. Minnesota. Kevin O'Connell just looks like a proud dad. Oh, he just looks proud of them. Like, you did it, kid. You did it. Aaron Jones pretty much flipped over in the end zone. So PAT is good. And it is 14-0. Vikings up in the 1st quarter. Nice. We like to see that. You like that? Yes, we do. Okay. Yes, we do. Thank you. Sam Darnold playing well, Justin Jefferson playing well, and the Texans are not playing well. Okay. They're just not. Okay. For that one, I get it. The fumble on the last drive that was called back. Yeah. Well, it's like, well, at this point, it's like, it doesn't seem like that's going to be an issue, but you never know. I mean, it's only the 1st quarter. All right. I did click it back over to the Titans and the evil game over here to see what was going on. But yeah, so far for the Vikings and the Texans, it's been all Vikings. All right. Oh, man. Okay. I turn it over to the evil and the Titans, and Jair Alexander just picked off, what's his name? Will Levis? Is that his name? Titans quarterback. Oh no, the evil. They're now up 16-7. Damn it. They don't need any momentum going into next week. Okay. And plus, they don't need to get any more wins. Okay. Arch nemesis. I don't think so. Yeah, pick 6 right there. Okay. For Jair Alexander and the evil. Yep. All right. So 16-7. Evil over the Titans right now. Jeez. There's 51 seconds left in the 1st quarter over there. All right. Seriously, I just turned the channel and that goes down. Like, okay. Yeah, touchdown. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you missed the celebration song? See, I knew people were going to miss it when it went away. Oh, donna, donna. The dancing. We could just bring back the dancing. Yeah, everybody did the dance. That's hilarious. I'm sure that that video is not getting nearly as many plays now anymore. Now that we're not playing it over here, the Kirk Cousins singing when he was in that high school like theater production of whatever he was in. Voice of an angel. He doesn't have a bad singing voice. I've said that all along. So, but the do, how did it go? It was like do 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 do, and then I think it went like down. Some of the dance moves. That's funny. Yeah, that was a very good play. Yeah, the Vikings are looking good. I wish I could see the totally convincing domination. Yeah, I mean, so far so good, right? I mean, 14-0 in the first quarter. I mean, that's pretty dominant, right? I mean, for right now, I'd say like we're getting what we, what we want if that were the case. The Denver Broncos are also up 14-0 versus Tampa Bay, and they have a minute left in the first quarter over there. All right, a couple early leads for a couple of teams here, 14-0. The Vikings being one of them. All right, CJ, let's see what you can get together here, bud. All right. And two, if the Vikings do continue to play like they're playing today, I think it's going to be like they're going to be talked about as like one of the best teams in the league. Just saying. Okay, just saying. All right, so the Texans, they have the ball back again. All right, they've done nothing. It's been a struggle. The Vikings defense has been on it today. The Vikings are just looking good today, okay? They look like they came prepared, both sides of the ball, the offense and the defense. And it looks like, too, especially from the defensive side, that they've been, Brian Flores has been, stirring his brew, okay? And, yeah, there's a missed opportunity in completion for CJ Stroud there. So he's been over the cauldron, just cooking something up. So I think, I think they're really surprising the Texans offense today. All right. I had to readjust in the seat there. They could use it on Falcons. Yeah, they could. They could use it on the Falcons channel. I wonder if they know about it, right? Or if we have to tell them. We have to reach out to Falcons channel and let them know, like, hey, we have this, okay? We used to use it, so now you guys, here you go. 3rd and 7. No! All right, there is a penalty. It looks like it's going to be on the Texans, potentially. Yep, it's on Texans. Back it up. I think there's been 2, it looks like illegal formation. I think there's been 2 or 3 flags thus far, and they've all been on Houston. I think maybe that was the second flag. All right, illegal formation. So that play that gained them a whole bunch of yards and the first down, that's not going to work. Back it up. All right. Might have to put the training wheels back on the bike for CJ, okay, after today. It's 3rd and 12. All right, so there have been 3 penalties thus far, and they have all been on Houston, okay, for 20 yards thus far. They just told us. They're like, oh, Jade wanted to know that stat, so let's put it up there. Oh! Coming with pressure, and now, yeah, it's not going to work. All right. CJ tried to run out of there, but wasn't able to do it. So now it's 4th down. Yeah, end of the first quarter here, people, and it has been all Vikings. All right, they have been making this a miserable game for the Houston Texans thus far. The seal clapping is in full effect over here, people. It's in full effect. All right, getting back to the ER from Monday. Oh, shit, that sucks. That's a bummer. I'm glad that you're okay, though. That's too bad. That's terrible. My pinky is still recovering from when I sliced the shit out of it with a knife. The refs already helped you. Well, you know what? All the penalties, Ryan, have been on Houston thus far. So, and speaking of, I turned back over to Evil to the East here in Tennessee, and there's a flag. All right. I don't know who it's on. It looks like it might be on Green Bay. Yeah, it is. Is on Kenny Clark, neutral zone infraction. Okay. Green Bay and Tennessee have 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Looks like their clock's going to run out, and it's going to move to the second quarter, so they're probably going to go to commercial over here. Over it. Yeah, 17-7. Seriously. I gotta stop clicking over there because the last 2 times I've clicked over there, the evil have been making good plays. The J.R. Alexander had the interception right when I last clicked over there, and then Malik Willis ran for an almost touchdown the time before. So I have to quit clicking over there. I have to stay away from there. Stay away from that channel. Okay. Let's see. At this rate, my 60-0 on my Madden game may come to fruition. Oh, that's crazy. For real? 60-0? Wouldn't that be something? I think then we could consider that to be domination, right? At this point. Vikings domination. All right. The Summit. What is this? The Summit. Is this like some sort of wannabe Survivor show? Well, it is by the same network that made Survivor, so The Summit. That looks really hard and probably something that I don't ever want to try to go do. Survivor still won't call me yet. I'm just going to keep bitching about it until they do. New season or Survivor, though. Anybody watching, let me know. Ryan, 90 Day Fiance, a couple episodes in. And yeah, like a lot of those couples, you know, like they usually do, just like not so sure about it. Not so sure about it. Yeah, not so sure about any of them. Exactly. Especially the one woman and the man that have like I don't know, there's like a 20-year age gap between them, and they met each other after just meeting each other, and he wants like 5 kids, and I don't know, that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh my God. I thought they blocked the punt. Okay, I swear the way that they're showing this right now would make it seem like the punt was blocked. All right, there's a freaking flag. Who's it on? They're probably like, well, we got to throw a flag to Minnesota now because there have been so many on Texas. But let's see. There is a penalty on the kick. It looks like it's going to be on Houston. What's the issue? Let's see. What is it? I'm not exactly sure. I can just see the Texans kicker is shaking his head. So that would lead me to believe it's something against him. I don't know. The kicker did something with his leg or something. I don't know. He kicked it too early or what the hell it was, but he's pissed off. Oh, Kevin O'Connell's getting a little mini interview over here. Kevin O'Connell looks excited. He's excited. Evan Washburn talking to him. All right. He looks excited. And like the shade of purple between Kevin O'Connell's shirt and his hat, there's a vast difference in that shade of purple. I don't know if it's just the lighting in there, the lighting right now, but yeah. The hat looks a lot more purpley, and the shirt looks like blue purple. So just random comment. All right, 1st and 10 for Minnesota. This is the worst field position that they've had since the start of the game here. It's going to be 2nd down. Ty Chandler for the run. He got a couple of yards, maybe about like 3. We are into the 2nd quarter now. It's been all Vikings, pretty much. I mean, the Texans, they've tried. Okay, they've tried, but nothing so far. 2nd and 9. All right. Sammy's in the shoddy. Let's see what's going on here. He's got time. Oh, a big launch. Almost picked off. Looking for, was that Johnny Munt? How is it 3rd down already? What? What? I swear it was just 1st down. What? What the hell? Okay, I swear we just jumped time there. I swear we did. Did anybody else notice that? We just jumped time, okay? The timelines just jumped on us because what the hell? I swear it was just 1st down and now it's 3rd down. Conspiracy. Tinfoil hat time, okay? All right, it's 3rd and 9 for Minnesota. All right, Sammy's in the shoddy. He's got time. Open. Justin Jefferson for the 1st down. Just keep throwing to him because they can't cover him. All right. Eagles were about to score in the, oh no, and the Saints intercepted it. Ah, that sucks. Who dat? Who cares? Well, people are going to start to care. All right. Okay, there's flag. What's going on now? What's the penalty? Oh, they're like, well, the Vikings are doing too good, so illegal motion. It's gonna be third down again. Jalen Naylor. All right. Lucky it wasn't worse. Oh shit. 60-0. I was at the Syracuse versus Temple game in Syracuse, and that was, oh shit, really? That is crazy. You almost feel bad for the other team, right? 60-0. That is just, that's a beatdown. Oliver, 3rd and 14. Oh my gosh, there's a flag fiesta out there. Okay, it's like a flag party. It's going to be on the Vikings again. Pretty soon they're going to be in their own end zone's ass here. False start. Sweaty Brett Bradbury. Come on, Garrett. What are you doing, man? Stop. All right. Offensive line, let's not lose it now. Okay, let's not start, withering away here. It's only the second quarter. 13:44 in the second quarter. Now it's 3rd and 19. Okay. Probably going to be looking to Justin Jefferson. All right. Maybe Jalen Naylor here. Maybe Aaron Jones, Johnny Munt. There's options. Okay, there's options. Mars time portal. For real. What is that? Is it going to be intentional grounding now? What the? Okay, that was not a pretty offensive series. There's another penalty. Now it's really a flag fiesta. Okay, we got another plant on the field over here. All right. My succulents are they're struggling a little bit here, people. Oh, God, it's 4th down. I think it was intentional grounding. Not exactly sure. Let's see here. Okay, they were flustered on that. Okay, shake it off. Whatever. That was not good. That was not a good offensive series there. That wasn't good. Okay. That was like, I think we did jump timelines for real, because since the start of the second quarter, I mean, that is like the complete opposite of what we have seen from the Vikings offense since the start of this game. Okay, so I think we did jump. Okay. All right. So this is probably going to be the Texans' best field, starting field position for their offense here. The Texans' offense has been struggling, all right, to do anything. But I seriously think that we shift timelines there a little bit. Just a little shift there. I mean, it didn't have to be anything huge, right? But that was crazy because I swear it was just 1st down and then it was 3rd down. Like, what is that? I got to go get my tinfoil hat out. Seriously. But yeah, now with the difference in how they're playing, it's like, okay, what is happening here, people? Damn it, the Trail King rags are, like, it's a flag fiesta. Seriously. Flag party out there. I don't know if they got like, okay, you guys, you're there's too many flags going to Texans here. Over. The earpiece, like, okay, you guys, let's start calling someone Minnesota now. Somebody's probably watching the stream and they heard us talking about it. I'm sure. They're like, well, Jade mentioned it. Jade and everybody in her chat, we were talking about it. Okay, I just clicked over back to Green Bay again. And the last 2 times I've clicked over here, there's been a big play for Green Bay. So not this time. Good. I just said I have to stop clicking over here, but this is the other game that's on right now. So the Evil to the East, they are up by 10 versus the Titans. They're playing in Tennessee. And the Evil to the East and the Vikings are going to square off next week. So it'll be interesting, too. I mean, Green Bay, I think, is 1-1. And or I'm pretty sure they're 1-1. And Vikings looking to go 3-0. So we shall see. 2nd and 6 here for Green Bay. And Jordan Love is not in. It's Malik Willis. Oh, boy. Ugh. That was a good run for the Evil. Ugh. Let's get away from that. All right. We're in the multiverse. Yes, we are, for sure. I don't know, though. I'm still just like, I mean, I know that was a little while ago now, but seriously, it was 1st down. There was one play, and then it was 3rd down. I swear. Altered timeline. Or it was just the 2nd down, and I just thought it was 1st down. That, too. Okay. Commercial time, is it over yet? I think it's over. I think my tea's gone. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again for joining. Went with the uncaffeinated green tea for my second beverage because I already had enough coffee today. All right. So 13-20 in the second quarter. Vikings up 14-0. Houston, 1st and 10. Okay, yeah. All right, here's the thing. So it's going to be first down. They got like 15 yards on that. That was Stephon Diggs with the reception. And you know damn well, or I should say Vikings fans or people, NFL fans, should know damn well, Stephon Diggs, he is looking to score. He is looking to score against his former team. Ooh, almost a sack for the defense there. Yeah, this is just the key here for both of these quarterbacks today. Just don't give them time to throw the ball. Oh, man. CJ got, like, pushed in the face. Surprised that wasn't a penalty, but no penalty. All right. Okay, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, okay. And I was like, how are they in Vikings territory already? But it was the 1st and, like, 15 from Stephon Diggs there. Texans are trying to run the ball, but it's going to be a loss of yards. Yeah, their offense is just, like, struggling to do anything. And kudos to the Vikings defense, okay, because it's 3rd down for the Texans. And again, Texans have not scored. The only opportunity that they had to score was a 54-yard field goal. I think it was 54 yards, and the kicker missed it. So it went, well, left, but it went actually right from the kicker perspective. So it went a little to the right. 3rd and 12. All right. I see the seal clapping. It's happening. All right. It is probably loud in there. And you know what? I mean, we know that it's loud in there. The thing is I don't think they were expecting that. Oh, man, there's some trickery going on here. Oh, no, and it worked. Damn it. Oh, they cooked up something there. All right. They fooled the Vikings defense on that one. They did get the 1st down. So it was CJ Stroud threw to Stephon Diggs, and then Stephon Diggs threw to number 33. Was that Kenny Nwangwu? Are you kidding me? Is Kenny Nwangwu on the Texans now? I think that actually rings correct. I forgot that he is on the Texans now. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, no, that wasn't. All right. I'm like, what? It looked like, because his name is, I'm going to butcher this, Dare Ogabawale. Oh, man, I probably butchered the hell out of that. I'm so sorry to their running back. How do I say his name? Number 33 for the Texans. That was a tricky little play there. All right. For a minute, I was like, are you kidding me? Where did Nwangwu go to? Where did he go to? I was bummed about that when Minnesota got rid of him. See, I don't like this little momentum shift now that the Texans are having. And I was going to make mention of this earlier, but it's like if the Texans offense starts to get something rolling here, then I'm really going to be even more convinced that there was a timeline shift, okay, during the first quarter, the end of the first quarter. Okay, it's 2nd and 6. It's 3rd down now for the Texans. Yeah. All right. It's going to be maybe like 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, something like that. 3rd and 4. All right. If I could travel in time, what would you do or change? I would definitely, obviously, like take the opportunity to travel through time, but I don't think I would want to do anything like, I suppose if you travel in time, though, you're already changing things. Because I was like, I wouldn't want to, like, really change anything. But, I mean, obviously take away, like, all of the bad things that happened. Like, you know, the Holocaust, things like that. Like, try to make that not happen. Any way possible of doing that if you're at a time. Yeah, anything bad like that. Try to shift that over. There's a flag. It's on Houston. All right. Looks like CJ. I'll start. He was clapping for that ball. Must have been loud in there. Now it's 3rd and 9. Back it up. I don't know. That's a tough one, though. But it would definitely be. And I feel like I would probably only go if I could come back. But I feel like, you know, once you go, you already shift things, right? But yeah, trying to, like, make all the negative things that didn't happen, like people, all those people dying and like wars and things. Okay, what's going on now? Another flag. What about you? That's a good question. It's a very deep question, you know, but it looks like it's on the Vikings now. But yeah, I mean, and I am a firm believer that they have been time traveling. Oh my gosh, it was against Houston. It was another false start. They are just getting in their own damn way. I totally thought it was against Minnesota. The crowd I think the crowd is really getting to them here. And how Houston got away, or how the Vikings got away with that one, I think they got away with that one there. It's 3rd and 14 now. Oh yeah, I see right away. I think of like all the negative things. That would be so fun. I agree with you. Like seeing the bands that that you really like Led Zeppelin. Oh my God, another false start here. Oh my God, the Texans are completely unraveling at this point. Oh my gosh, the crowd is really getting to them. Wow, that Mercury in the 10th is loud for the Vikings today. Jeez. I mean, in a good way for Vikings fans. Wow. What is it going to be, like 3rd and 20 now? Oh, shit. It's 3rd and 19. You go see Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, Bon Scott, AC/DC. I would tell myself to go through my first marriage. Oh, there you go. Yeah, some positive things. I like that. Yeah, definitely going to see some bands like back in like their prime or like their heyday. That would be fun. Okay. Why are we giving CJ all this time? And it looks like there's a interception, but there's a flag again. Oh my gosh. This game is a circus. All out circus here. What the hell is happening? Brian Flores looks so serious right now. Like this. Serious. What's the penalty? Incomplete pass. Illegal formation. Oh my God, Tunzel for the Texans has had 2 penalties, I think, this series. I think that's going to be another interception too, honestly. How is that incomplete? It looks like both his feet were in there. A 4th and 19. Wow, Texans that series was terrible for them too. Yeah, we must have shifted timelines. Both of these offenses are. CJ Stroud looks like he's going to cry. He looks sad. He looks sad. I don't know. Are they trying to walk back to Houston? It seems that way. For real. God, they just can't get anything together whatsoever. Oh, all right. Vikings offense coming back here. All right, they just showed me the score of New Orleans and Philadelphia. Still 3-0 over there. All right. 8 minutes, 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Vikings are up by 2 touchdowns, 14-0. All right. And the Texans have looked like absolute garbage. I'm not going to lie. They have looked like garbage. So I think the crowd is definitely coming into play there. Okay. Let's see. My God. Okay. Okay, thank you. My phone's telling me all these things. Just making sure. Okay. Always got to make sure. All right. Okay. Oh, really? The ball fell out when he was falling down? I didn't see that. I only saw it from the other angle. Damn it. Well, that would make sense then. Thank you, Ryan. All right. Okay, am I on the right channel? Because I did click over. I can't remember what channel. Okay, here we go. I was on the wrong channel because they're both showing frickin' commercials. Green Bay and Minnesota, both on commercial. I swear, it's like they synchronized that for the same time too. Like, you can't click from one to the other to watch the other one because they're both going to be on commercial. Sick of it. Sick of the commercials. All right. It seems like the Vikings are making this Texan self-destruct. Though the media won't give Minnesota any credit for this, they'll just say Houston wasn't themselves. I could see that for sure. I mean, honestly, if the game continues to go Minnesota's way and continues like this, I think that the Minnesota Vikings are definitely going to be in talks of like one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league. And you know what? Rightfully so, I guess, at this point, too, if it continues. And I do think we'll probably get a little bit of like, well, the Texans weren't themselves. Okay, yeah, that's true. But I think the amplification for the Minnesota Vikings potentially going all the way and whatnot, that is just going to be absolutely amplified. And again, rightfully so, because yes, we're only in week 3. But I mean, I don't know, like 2-0, 3-0 versus like 2-0. That just, I don't know, there's a little something different about it, right? I had a really tough time with the chart today. Really, really tough time. I was on the wire. I made a prediction after the very first punt. The game had just started, and I went with the Texans. I had to look at so many different things. I thought it was going to be a very, very close game. It's not looking that way. And yeah, I mean, I was off the mark completely last week, and this week, currently, it looks that way too. So yeah, I might just have to seriously go back to the books. I mean, I do read the books still, but yeah, crazy. But always something to learn, so that's cool. And I like to look afterward too to see like what the hell did I miss like last week and things like that. But yeah, so we'll have to see. And it could be too the positivity for the Vikings. One thing that, I think I just thought of right now that I could have looked over is the fact that the moon is in Gemini, and the Minnesota Vikings have 3-star Geminis. Their quarterback is a Gemini. Justin Jefferson is a Gemini, and the head coach is a Gemini. So the moon being there, extra supportive to the Geminis, and that's something that I just thought of kind of right now that I looked over. So it happens because I had to dig deeper. I looked into CJ Stroud. He's a Libra, and we just entered Libra season earlier today. So I thought that would be beneficial for CJ Stroud, but it doesn't seem to be looking that way. And since we went into Libra season, that is support for the Texans head coach because he's a Leo. Oh man, Sammy Darnold tripped a little bit there, but still got the handoff out to Aaron Jones. But it's gonna be third down. Why is it always third down? Yeah. But yeah, I saw a lot closer of a game. I'm not gonna lie. And a good game, exciting game. But then, when I held my foot to the fire there at the very end, you got to make a prediction. I picked Houston to win by 1-6. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, always learning, And that's one good thing about being wrong as an astrologer. It's a good opportunity to learn, and it humbles you for sure. But no astrologer ever wants to get their predictions wrong. Tell you that. And a lot of astrologers are focusing on the election right now, the U.S. election. So a lot of astrologers are talking about that. Okay, another flag on Garrett Bradbury. Dude, what are you doing here? Second penalty for Sweaty Butt Bradbury. Alleged Sweaty Butt Bradbury. Okay. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for Minnesota. 6:14 until the half. All right. Ryan, what do you got? I was thinking the same, that they should throw the flag. Glad they didn't. Right? And after the fact. Okay. Never mind. All right. Texans trying to bring pressure. Almost got the pass off. It looks like the intended target was, I think, Jalen Naylor. Wow. I think that was the first stop. No, it's been 4th down for the Vikings before that horrible series before. All right. I was going to say CJ. Sammy managed to get the pass off with somebody wrapped around his knees there. Ooh, almost completed, almost intercepted, but all right. And you know what? Sam Darnold, I'm starting to notice here watching him more. he's kind of got a little bit of that gunslinger in him, a little bit there. Like with the little flick pass to Aaron Jones earlier when you're like, dude, I don't know if that's the best idea. And then just now when it's like, I guess he wanted to avoid the sack. I guess I can understand that. But like, ooh, you maybe shouldn't have thrown that one, but you went for it anyway. And all right, no harm, no foul there, I guess. So, all right, we're going to commercial again. So Vikings still up by 2 scores. Should the Vikings go up by 3 scores by halftime, do you think KOC will keep piling on the points or revert to the conservative play calling? I feel like there's been a little shift. I guess I've seen, or I feel like I've seen or noticed that really just trying to dig deep and actually put the foot on the gas. So if they could be up by 3 scores, I mean, that would give them so much extra breathing room. The Vikings are going to get the ball at the start of after the half because the Texans got the ball first. So, I mean, being up by 3 scores and then getting the ball back to start, it's looking, you're setting yourself up pretty good there. So, I mean, that's what I think. And then with Kevin O'Connell, right, because he can be a little bit of a coddler that we've seen. And I've mentioned this before, like, if he could just be like some sort of like in between like Zimmer and Kevin O'Connell, like right in between there, that would work. But I think there was some like rumblings about like Kevin O'Connell getting a little feisty, that he does have this like feisty side to him, this like, I'm going to lay the hammer down, and that could be the other twin, with Kevin O'Connell. Because again, Gemini, there's 2 sides there. It's twins, 2 of them. All right. Hockley, am I saying that? Hokuli? Who is that? As big of attention whore as his dad was? I am not familiar, but apparently I should be. Okay, tell me how to say that name properly, please. Yeah, should be up 21-0. I mean, the Texans, they should have had that field goal. I mean, at this point, but yeah, it should be 21-0. The last 2 offensive series, I don't know. A little bit of a struggle bus there for Minnesota. All right. We're still on commercial over here. Let's pop back over and see. Oh, shocker. You go to the other channel for the other game, and they're on commercial too. Buy this. Buy this. Aren't you hungry? Don't you want a new phone? Don't you need insurance? Enough. Imagine if we could just have one game without commercials, or even like only half the amount of commercials. That would be amazing. Sam Darnold over there on the sideline looking at the trusty iPad, okay, or the Surface Pro, whatever the hell it is. He was shaking it. I can't believe I did that. I think he's pissed, though. It seems like he's pissed and he wants to get back out there and do better and be like, okay, I need to shake that off. And I like that mentality. You want to get back out there and do better to shake it off instead of like stewing in it, right, and letting it hold you back. So I like that. That's what it seems like for Sam Darnold anyway. All right, it looks like Stephon Diggs. Oh, no, it was their coach. Stephon Diggs is giving him a little pep talk over here. They're showing that. Stephon Diggs is like, all right, you guys, I know the crowd is a lot right now. I'm making this up. I know the crowd is a lot right now. They get loud in here, but it's easy to shut them up. One play and they shut up. He's probably saying something like that to his team. Like, don't let the fans rattle you. You got to tune them out. Because like that last series for the Texans, the crowd totally was effing their game up, okay? All right. Stroud managed to get the pass completed for a first down. 1st and 10, 4:50 to go in the second quarter. Houston still is not scored yet. Zippo. Oh, it looks like former member of the Babysitters Club there. That's an odd missed. Oh, no, that was Ginkle. All right. I was like, was that Harrison Smith there? Van Ginkel with a rare miss. Cam Bynum finally taking him down there. All right. So that looks like that was Nico Collins for the Texans with the reception there. All right. So Texas, this is Stephon Diggs with the reception, and he's going to get probably about 12, 13 yards. Clock is still moving here. And here's the thing, too. It's like the Vikings don't need to give any momentum to the Texans going into halftime. It's like, no, we don't need the momentum to shift here now before we go into halftime. But honestly, when Stephon Diggs was talking to them on the sideline, was talking to the rest of his team, I think that's what he was telling him. I think he's like, hey, they're loud in here. But again, we can easily shut them up. I think he was saying something to the extent of that. I mean, probably some other things too, obviously. But all right. That was a good play by the defense there. They sniffed that out. Texans trying to run the ball. That doesn't really seem to be working for them at all today. I think they lost a yard or two. Yeah, they lost 3. It's going to be 2nd and 13 for the Texans here. And they are still in their own territory. They're on 38, 37. They're trying to run the ball again. That does not work for them. That was stupid. I don't know what they're doing. Looks like Harrison Smith with the tackle. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. It's 3rd and 10. All right. If you can put into words, how glad are you that we have Sam Darnold as oh my gosh, so happy. Like, ding dong, Pizza Ranch is gone. Okay? Like, finally. And you know what? I'm happy for Sam Darnold that he, like, seemingly has been waiting for an opportunity, and he has really, like, shown up. And, like, it seems like he is prepared and put in the work and is really trying to prove himself. And he's doing pretty good so far. So I'm happy for him. I am so, oh, there's a flag. Ah! How did they get that throw off? That was a very quick throw. Looks like Harrison Smith was coming in for the blitz. Are they going to, I don't know what the penalty is. There's 2:22 left in the second. Looks like it's going to be on Houston. I think they might have to back it up on this one. This is another penalty that Houston has had on themselves. Illegal formation. We're on Tunzel again. This is like his 3rd penalty. Okay, that is killing the Texans. Like, that's killing them. They're like their own Achilles heel today. All right. 3rd and 15 now. But yeah, I'm so glad he's gone. Like, so glad that the team finally moved on from him. So it was just such a waste of freaking time. 6 seasons, Pizza Ranch boy. But yeah, we're happy. Done and dusted. We can move on now. All right, 3rd and 15. Ah! It's going to be short. Oh, it looks like Diggs did get the reception. Oh, it's going to be 4th down. It's going to be like 4th and 2. This is a risky one. The Texans went for it on 4th down earlier, and they did get it. Mason jar? You mean what I'm drinking out of? Yep. Super fancy. All right, it's 4th down. Of course, we go to commercial again. I refuse. Let's go to this other game. Wow, we turned the channel, and it's actually not a commercial. Huzzah. All right, there's 1 minute left. I clicked over to the Evil to the East at Tennessee Titans. The Evil are still up by 10. They're looking to score again. 2nd and 10 for the Evil. They're on the Titans, like, 12-yard line. Malik Willis is trying to dance and run in for the touchdown. They're going to finally get him. Going to get him down about the 6 or 7-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down, it looks like, for Green Bay. 30 seconds to go. They better hurry up here. Wow, my eye just got really, really itchy. Random. Ah. All right, it looks like Green Bay. Oh, they're taking a timeout. All right. Why did they let so much time go off the clock? They left like 8 seconds go off the clock before they called a timeout. What the hell? All right, let's go back to the Vikings. What's going on over here? Still commercial. Okay, people, do we think that the Texans are going to go for it? I think they're going to go for it. I think they're going to go for it on the 4th down. I mean, you almost kind of have to, right? I mean, that would give the Vikings really amazing field position if the Texans didn't get it. But the Texans would be dumb to go for it. Well, I forget how much time is left how much time is left? I forgot. I think there's too much time left to try to go for it. Because I think it's like a 4th and 3 or like a 4th and 2. Sorry, my eye just really started itching. I don't know. The Texans have been kind of dumb today. Not gonna lie. They have been playing poorly today. Oh, let's see. Before we get back, though, you guys got to make sure. We got to make sure. We're going to show you the stadium. But we got to give you a little ticker of more commercials. Meh. Sick of it. All right. What is going? Okay, there's 158 left in the second. Ah! Are they going for this? Oh, no, they're punting. Ah! I was like, are you kidding me? I thought they were going for it for a second. All right. They did not go for it. They chose to punt. Probably a smart idea. All right. Look, I think it would have been, I think it was, I should say, I think it was 4th and 2 or 4th and 3, but they did not go for it. All right. So, yeah. That's probably a smart idea because that would have been dumb. But yeah, the Texans, they have just been complete struggle bus today to try to get anything like offensively rolling. The kid's been struggling today. The kid being CJ, all right? He's been struggling a little bit today. And, kudos to the Vikings, both the offense and the defense. I mean, for the offense, the last couple offensive series have been a little, I don't really know what's going on here. But overall, they got the lead. Texans have 0 points, so we got to be happy about that. And Justin Jefferson with another first down. It was like 15, 16 yards. That's like too easy. Seriously, they should just keep throwing to him all day because he is wide open. And for the Texans, I don't know if they can't cover him, if they're trying to cover him, or if they're not covering him, but what they're doing is not working. Okay, 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Vikings looking to go up by 3 scores. That would be really something. Quick pass. Who the frick is number 11? Who dat? Sherfield. Okay. For the Vikings. I think it's either first down or it's going to be like short, like couple yards. It's going to be like 2nd and 2, something like that. Yeah, why not, Ryan? For real. Like, time to do that. And, okay, it's 2nd and 2. And I think, you know what? I think Sam Darnold has that mentality too. I think he does. I think we're maybe starting to see a little bit more of that with Kevin O'Connell as well. Maybe a little bit less coddling and more like, okay, let's really bring it to him. Ah! Oh, Sam couldn't get out of trouble that time. He's been doing pretty well, getting out of the pocket, scrambling out of trouble there. But he couldn't get out of that one. That's going to be a sack for the Texans there. It's going to be 3rd down. Why is it 3rd down again? Why? Damn it. We can't even watch an offensive freaking series without a damn commercial. Stop right now. I'm not going on a cruise. I'm not going to say which cruise line it is, but I'm not going on a freaking cruise. Stop. No. I'm not doing it. And no offense to anybody that does go on cruises. If that's your thing, you go on your cruise, you have fun, be safe, do all the things. But I am not going on a cruise. You couldn't pay me enough. You probably pay, I don't know. Honestly, I'd have to be paid a lot of money to go on a cruise. The length of the cruise, where, no. No. It's stuck on that ship with all those people. Who knows what they're up to? No, thank you. I'm good. 3rd and 11 for Minnesota. Sammy and the Shoddy. Oh, is it going to be another penalty? I thought it was going to be. I got excited. Okay. Oh! Justin Jefferson manages to hang onto the ball. It's going to be a first down. Ooh, it almost slipped out. That was good. Managed to stay in bounds there too. That was a nice catch there. The ball even got tipped. No. And I will say that was good coverage from the Texans, but not good enough. Okay. Wow. That was a good reception there. Nice. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. Texans. Oh, man. Sammy gets out of trouble. All right. He avoids a sack, throwing the ball away. 56 seconds left. 2nd and 10. All right. DM, what do you got? I think the media got caught up in their own hype or overhype on CJ Stroud and based their predictions on him alone. Yeah, for sure. And I guess to throw it back onto me, I guess at this point, I'd say that was how I made my final prediction too, was looking at him and the head coach without, with completely like overriding the Vikings head coach and their quarterback and their star player. So that was stupid on my part. But hey, it happens. And good for the Vikings. And yeah, and I think too, for CJ Stroud, like a little bit of a wake-up call. Not like terrible. Just like, all right, just maybe just like not a wake-up call, but maybe more or less like a little reminder. Like, okay, you are in the NFL now. This is only your second year. Like, okay, you know, have a little bit of humble pie, maybe. Stefon Diggs is having a little conversation with CJ right now on the sideline here. It's 3rd and 8 for Minnesota, 51 seconds left to go. Ron, Cousins was holding the Vikings back 100%. I agree 1,000%. Ron, welcome. I don't know if you're new here, but if you are, I talked for about 6 years of my disdain for Kirk Cousins from day number 1. Day number 1. Ding dong, Pizza Ranch is gone. Thank gosh. Thank gosh, God, whatever. Thank the universe. All right, that was a sack for the Texans. All right. Their defense starting to get a little bit more pressure on Sam Darnold here. I don't like that. You like that? No. But yes, Cousins definitely held the Vikings back. I didn't think, that he was ever going to bring the Vikings to a Super Bowl. I thought he did an amazing job, him and his agent, getting as much money as possible out of the Vikings. And I'm glad that the Vikings finally moved on from him. And to Ron, it's like Pizza Ranch Boy, aka Kirk Cousins over here. It's like putting a quarter in the jukebox. It's like, put a quarter in me. I'll just go off. But yeah, I agree 100% with you. Mm-hmm. I know. Why is it always 3rd down? Seriously, it's always freaking 3rd down. Always. I was just going to say that, Ryan. You took the words right out of my mouth. All right. Texans are going to get the ball back. I am shocked that they did not fair catch that, but decided to run. And it looks like a terrible field position. They're going to be on like their own 10-yard line. 34 seconds left to go in the first half. Texans have yet to score. Okay. They had an opportunity early on for a field goal and it went slight right and they missed it. Okay. And it's been pretty much all Vikings since. The Vikings, yeah, they are. I'm surprised too. I mean, again, it's only week 3, but I'm as a Vikings fan, I'm pleasantly surprised. But yeah, I am surprised. And I'm happy for Sam Darnold, what he's shown so far. He doesn't really seem, at least so far anyway, for old Sammy Darney, that he gets held back by, his shortcomings and his mistakes. He wants to get back out there and do better and correct instead of like letting the mistakes like hold him back. That's what it seems like anyway. And I like that. I like that attitude. Move forward. Okay. Don't let that hold you back. And why are we giving CJ Stroud time? See, this is the issue. This is the issue with both teams, both of their quarterbacks. Don't give him any time to throw the ball. Stefon Diggs for a first down. The clock is still ticking. Somebody call the timeout here or something. And yeah, just another reminder, they're telling us on TV too that Minnesota will get the ball at the start of the second half. So that's good for Minnesota. And 2nd and 10 for the Texans. I keep almost wanting to say the Falcons because the red. And we've been talking about Pizza Ranch Boy a little bit. But all right, 2nd and 10 for the Texans. 21 seconds left. Okay, is there a penalty or a freaking timeout? Like, what the hell? It's like you get almost to an end of a quarter and it takes like an hour. I swear. Kudos to the Vikings defense too, thus far. They have done a great job. I have said this, for a while now with the Brian Flores thing. Okay, if he's such a great mastermind, defensive mastermind, I want to see it. And I've seen it so far. So I'm happy about that. So, the Packers, they play the evil to the east. They play the Packers next week. So that's always a fun week, the border battle. All right. And the Packers are currently up, last time I checked, over Tennessee. So, I mean, but the Vikings, they're in first place right now in the NFC North. So that's awesome. But yeah, they play the Packers. Mm-hmm. All right. 2nd and 10, still 21 seconds left here. Oh, CJ. Sack time for CJ. That was Ginkle getting in there. It's going to be 3rd down. Yeah, the Texans offense, like, completely struggling. Oh, okay. And it looks like that's going to lead us into halftime. All right. No more timeouts left. And that almost looked like a horse collar tackle. I'm surprised they didn't call that. He wrapped his hands right around his neck. But, all right. Whatever. All right. The Texans, 0 points. Okay. It is halftime, people. We made it. Honestly, I'm surprised. I am surprised, but not in a bad way. Okay, it is halftime, people. They're talking to God, what's his name again? I keep forgetting his name. The head coach for the D'Amico. Is that his name, right? Something D'Amico. What the hell is his name again? They're talking to him again. They're probably like, dude, what are you going to tell your team at halftime? Because D'Amico Ryans, thank you. Like, all right, D'Amico, what's going on here with your squad? Not a lot, okay? Hi, Jesse. Good to see you. How you doing? Driving day for me, but you've been listening. And nice. I saw your comment earlier at the very start. Thank you for listening. Always good to see you. Rip Van Ginkle. I like that, Ryan. That's funny. Yeah, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Thanks again for hanging out. We made it to halftime, people. Safe sipping. There you go. Oh, man. Yeah. People that are drinking the purple Kool-Aid, especially if the Vikings do go 3-0. Oh, man. The safe sipping, I don't know. People are going to be guzzling the purple Kool-Aid if the Vikings go to 3-0. And that will be exciting. But again, you don't want to let the horses out of the stable, all of them. Just yet, right? You did say the crowd gets quieter later in the game during the because of Saturn and Mercury. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And again, I really like to see how it plays out. And I always go back after the games and look too. And even during the stream too, like I was already talking about earlier, there was things that just came to mind that I overlooked. But I'm always learning and it's fun too. I like doing it. And yeah, like I said before, like no astrologer ever wants to get their prediction wrong, but it happens. You just have to learn from it. But yeah, that was because of Saturn in the 4th too. But for the Vikings, and Saturn can bring like blockages and delays and things, you know. But on the flip side, Saturn comes into play for the Texans too. Saturn is in their 10th house of how they show out to the public, you know. And the moon will be squaring that. And, you know, clearly on a public level today, Saturn has come into play for the Texans. Like they haven't scored any points. Like they've looked absolutely atrocious, right? So there we go. All right. The Viking player that got sacked, he looks like oh yeah, Van Ginkle, he totally does. Yeah. He looks a little bit like a Norseman. Yeah. You're going to Randy's chat. I will be back before your stream is. All right, Ryan. Yeah, go do it. Give our regards to that chat. All right. Have fun over there. We'll see you when you get back. Great half, but conservative on offense. Yeah, in the second quarter, it was like, again, there was a little shift there. And I'm not sure if that's, you know, the Texans defense, like bringing some heat that they weren't necessarily prepared for and they haven't adjusted to. But, you know, they're still up 14-0. So, hey, like there we go. All right. Kaiju, I don't know if I said that right. I'm sorry if I did not, but thank you for being here. Go Strouds. What's going on with your guy, man? He's looking a little rookie-ish, a little, you know, like, whoa, shit kind of got real here. I mean, CJ Stroud, he just doesn't seem, I haven't watched a lot, you know, just heard a little bit, but him and the rest of the Texans have really struggled today. They really have. And I think, again, it is loud in there. DM. The media needs to fill in and turn in the excuse form on why the Texans are 14 points behind. Excuses turned in after halftime won't be honored. They're probably writing them down right now, for real. Yeah. And I mean, that one series, excuse me, for the Texans, it was like flag after flag after flag after flag. We'll see if there's any sort of shift now. Again, tinfoil hat time in the second half, where instead of the Texans, flag, you get a flag, you get a flag, and you get a flag, and you get a flag. We'll see if that changes. And it'll be the Vikings. You get a flag, and you get a flag, and you do too. We'll see. But yeah, the flags have completely effed the Texans too. Like they're getting in their own damn way. Okay. Jesse says, so far, so good. Grenard and Cashman are both. Oh, really? I did not know that. Okay. That's two playing their former team as well. Yeah, that's okay. Thank you for mentioning that. That's another two, right? Especially again with the moon and Gemini. Yeah. And again, Gemini is the twins. There's two. Only like 4 teams left undefeated after this week. Only 2. Who's the other undefeated team? Who is it? I'm trying to think. It's not the Rams. Chargers? Is it the Chargers? I'm not sure who that is. Who is it? DM. Okay. Jade, got to do other life's important thing like bike. Oh, duty calls. I hear you. Thanks again for another great stream. Aloha. Thanks for joining, DM. Always good to see you. You take care. Hopefully you have a good, your errands run and all the life things go well. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday and a really nice week ahead. Always good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Pick me up some chips too. I'm hungry. I want some chips. Actually, I have chips. So I don't really know what I should be chatting away about here. All right. I am going to go get some more water. Might grab a snack. Check on my dog, but she's very, very quiet. I might just leave her alone. But I'll be right back because then we're going to go into the third quarter. Oh man, Green Bay is up 20-7. Stupid. Oh, okay, here we go. The teams that are undefeated. Saints, Steelers. Oh, what? Okay, Steelers. That's surprising. All right, Saints. Yeah, we knew about them, or I guess I should say. All right, Saints. Who dat? Who cares? Steelers. Oh, and the Chargers. Okay, all right. Yeah, what's his name? Harbaugh, and the Chargers, right? And God, what is his name? Why can't I think of it right now? Don't tell me. Actually, tell me. The quarterback for the Chargers. What the hell is his name right now? I cannot. I can see his face. He's got hair, blonde hair like this. They were just showing him earlier. What is his name? It's driving me crazy. Somebody will tell me. Yeah, maybe one more. The Vikings. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna move my notes over here. They're in my way. Empty my tea mug. I don't think I need any more tea, even though that was uncaffeinated. What? Oh, I just had that kid's name. It's bothering me. Oh, I just had it again. Yeah. All right, somebody tell me when I come back, please. Somebody tell me the Chargers quarterback name. Will you write that in the chat for me? I just had it again. Damn it. I hate that. Okay, I'm not going to look until I get back. Oh my God. I just had it again. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, did somebody tell me that dude's name? What's his name? Somebody, please tell me. No. No. Okay. Joey Bosa got hurt for the Chargers. Oh, he's out. That's too bad. God, what is his name? I just had it again. Come on, you guys. Tell me. Otherwise, I just had it again. It's really pissing me off. I hate that, when you're trying to think of something and you can't. I did just put a little hairspray in my hair to defuzz. Somebody tell me. Oh, what? No, his name, last name, does it start with an H? This is seriously pissing off, bothering me. I cannot remember his name. Like, I can see the kid. What's he been in the league? Like 4 years now? 3 or 4? Shaggy hair. Oh my gosh. If this was trivia right now, I would not get the question right. I would, if it was like the final answer, you had like 5 seconds. I just had it again. No, it'd be done. It'd be done. Done. Please, somebody put me out of my misery. I'm already pissed. Please. Somebody put me out of my misery, please. High tea? No. Hints? No. Just tell me, please. I'm not going to Google it. Oh my God, I just had it. It was right there. Oh, I keep wanting to say like Christian, but that's not it. Oh my God, I just had it again. This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. It'll come to me here. Now Trevor Lawrence just keeps popping in there. No, get out of there. It's not you. Christian McCaffrey, it's not you. You're not even a quarterback. Get out of here. Why do I keep wanting to say Christian? This is so stupid. Did somebody tell me in the chat? Because now I'm just like, I have to suffer through this. Duh. It's not like I keep going to Christian. It's not Christian. Johnny Appleseed. Oh. Not Mike. Joey. Not a Joey. Not a Patrick. Not a Peter. Jimmy. John. No. Christopher. No. Somebody. Okay, now I'm not looking in the chat specifically, but somebody tell me, please tell me, or else I have to look it up. It's driving me crazy. Actually, I should make myself. Oh my God, Herbert! Justin, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Justin, Herbert, thank you. That was stupid. Thanks, everybody. That was so dumb. Justin, yes. Christian. So I guess I wasn't that far off with Christian. Stupid. I hope you all enjoyed that. Ron, delete your comment. Hurry. That's funny. Stupid. Oh, man, that took way too long, and I didn't even get it. You guys told me. Justin, I think I eventually would have thought about it. Like, I think it would have come to me eventually. Like, if had we got into the game and my mind was on something else, I think probably it would have flown in. Herbert, finally. Herbie. Yes, Justin. Thank you for all helping me. I hope you enjoyed that. Gosh, that was dumb. When you just have something and and then when it would leave, it would be like Christian coming in. Christian, Justin, yeah, kind of close, but not really. Oh, it was funny. Okay, they're still blathering over here. It looks like Green Bay and Tennessee, they're back. Okay, yeah, they're back. Let me click over here. Feel like this game is going slow, or like half is going slow. You enjoyed it, Ron. Good. The Fraudenscheiden? Fraudenscheiden? Fraudenscheiden. Fraudenscheiden? Yeah, I should have that ready. Oh no. Why are we focusing in on Justin Jefferson's wrist right now? Okay, is Justin Jefferson injured again? God. Here we go. Schadenfreude. I usually have this pulled up for us. Harm joy. That's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but all right. Vikings get the ball first here, and we are officially into the second half of this game. Third quarter is commenced. Here we go. Schadenfreude. There we go. Why is there? Are you kidding me? Penalty? If it's against Minnesota, I better go get my tinfoil hat right now. Seriously. If this is against Minnesota, I better go get my tinfoil hat right now. Who's it against? Because the penalties have literally been killing the Texans today. I mean, they've been killing themselves also, but like, all right, who's the flag on? We got an Adam Thielen shoe on the field here. Or my headband that I'm not wearing right now. Or my plant. We got a flag on the field. Illegal formation. I better go get my tinfoil hat because it looks like it's against Minnesota. Okay, they're going to re-kick. Was it against Minnesota? Who the hell was it against? Looks like it was against Minnesota. What the hell? Yeah, seriously. Okay, so if we get a bunch of penalties now in the second half, is it going to be seriously tinfoil hat time? Because all of the penalties were going against the Texans in the first half. I mean, kind of rightfully so. I do feel like the Vikings gink. All right, Rip Van Ginkle. Ryan, I like that name again. I do think he got away with like a horse collar tackle. It kind of looked like a little bit to me. But I still am not exactly sure what happened, but they're going to re-kick it. Yeah, these new rules for the kickoff, they're a little weird. I mean, like, I kind of get it. You know, you got to get it in the landing zone. Not so many, like, touchbacks or whatever. But, yeah, definitely it seems like it kind of threw a wrench into some things. Maybe they're trying to spice up the special teams a little bit more or something like that. All right. And we're back. Why does it keep looking like the ball is going to pop out, but it didn't? All right. 1st and 10. Looks like Justin Jefferson. I don't know what was going on with his hand, why they were focusing on that. Maybe it's sore or something. Not exactly sure, but he looks like he's good to go. All right. Vikings up by 2 scores. Yeah, and the Texans, again, the Texans offense has done nothing. And is that more kudos to the Vikings defense? I definitely think so. 14-47, 1st and 10 for Minnesota. And it's Aaron Jones with a run that it's going to be like 2 yards or else they pushed him back to the line of scrimmage. All right. 2nd and 7. All right. It was a toss. Sam Darnold's face was like this. Here you go. Here. Aaron. Take it. Take the ball. We could say, okay, actually, now Aaron Jones wears yellow gloves. So we could say there's a Aaron Jones glove on the field when there's a flag. It used to be Adam Thielen's shoes because he wore those yellow kicks. But 2nd and 7, Sam has time. And I don't know who number 83 is, but is this Sheffield again? Shiftfield, whatever the hell his name is. It's a 1st down for the Vikings. I got to go back to my roster again. Oh, is that Jalen Naylor? Nice. For some reason, I thought Jalen Naylor's number was like 1 number. But, all right, Jalen Naylor coming in the mix. He was wide open. So that leads me to believe that Justin Jefferson was double covered. So far, Sam Darnold is 11 for 17, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nice looking stats there for Sam. All right, handing the ball off on the 1st and 10. Aaron Jones is going to get about 7 or 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and short. Yeah, the Minnesota offense today has just been like pretty much, besides like 2 offensive series that were not really all that good at all, they've been like all cylinders here. So, all right, another first down, another reception by Naylor there. All right, nice. The Vikings offense just rolling. I mean, either the Vikings offense is just everything is clicking right now, which is great. It could be a combination platter of the Texans defense is just bad, or maybe they just weren't prepared. I don't know, but yeah. Ron says, "Are you?" Probably not. No, I never saw the first one. I never saw the first one. I don't know, just like not my jam, I guess. But I know a lot of people saw it. It did really well. A lot of people liked it. I don't even know when the second one's coming out. I know it's soon. Oh shit! Okay, Sam Darnold got the ball off. It was hit. Vikings ended up recovering, almost getting the first down. Looks like that was Brandon Powell making something out of nothing. That could have been terrible. Sam Darnold was hit. Oh, he didn't even see it coming. All right. That could have been a really shitty situation, but managed to almost get the first down off of that. So, all right. Powell just picked that ball up, waited for it to come right over to him, and almost got the first down. 2nd and 3. Minnesota is at Houston's about 33-yard line. Oh, they faked me out on that one. Looks like they're going to get the first down. Aaron Jones. It's either going to be first down or... Oh, what? It's 3rd down, really? Okay. Now we're getting a little recap of the Packers just scoring again. The Packers are up by 20. Okay, then. 27-7. They're up at Tennessee. The opponent for next week for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Oh, nice. Okay, so it is first down. Nice. All right. I was like, are you kidding me? That looked like a first down to me. Oh, we got a little trick action here. Oh, right. Oh, there's a penalty. Flag. Wow, that was a little trickery there. All over the board. It went from like Darnold to Jefferson back to Darnold. Darnold, attempted receiver Johnny Munt. Looks like there was some pass interference. Penalty. Vikings first down. I mean, Houston, this has just been bad for them today. Terrible. My dog is risen. She was up sleeping. Now she's over here. Now she's over there. Let me see this again. Oh, and it was almost an interception, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because of the pass interference. Now it's 1st and goal for Minnesota. All right. Yeah, Vikings versus Packers. Definitely. That's always a fun week. I enjoy that. That should be a good game too. Good matchup. Aaron Jones going to try to... Oh, yikes. All right. Aaron Jones tried. Didn't really work. 2nd and goal. Minnesota looking to go up by 3 scores. Texans still 0, zip, nothing. Nada. Okay. 2nd and goal. Just turning it up. Yeah, it's quiet in there right now, which is fine, obviously, because the Vikings, the offense has the ball. Just wanted to see. All right. 2nd and goal for Minnesota. Sammy's in the shoddy, faking it to Aaron, looking to throw to Aaron, and oh! Touchdown! Jalen Naylor right there. Hung onto that ball, even though he's covered. That was just Jalen Naylor all the way. Nice. Vikings up 20-0. Who's up by 20 points now? Green Bay's up by 20. Well, you know what? The Vikings are about to be up by 21. And Jalen Naylor, kudos to him because he hung onto that ball. All right. Almost punched it out. So good for him. And two, back to looking at the chart earlier when I thought this game was going to be close. No, completely off the mark. And like, this is the 2nd week in a row for me that the chart has just been, I've just been completely way off. So I'm really going to have to do some investigative work, dig deeper. I mean, again, I always go back and look, but damn, not good. Oh, man, it's like that ball did pop out, but he managed to hang on to that. Nice. All right. Yeah. Okay. It is seriously looking like that. For real. For real. Yeah, that was a good throw. He's been doing great. So I'm happy for Sam Darnold. He's been looking good. And again, just like stepping up, has this opportunity and is taking advantage of it. So good on Sam Darnold. I do think too. Again, just a reminder to all the Kool-Aid drinkers, the purple Kool-Aid drinkers, just remember safe sipping, okay? 3-0 is really, really great, but we still got a long way to go. But I think it's great that the Vikings, I mean, on both sides of the ball, they're looking good. Again, they're going on like all cylinders here. So good on the Vikings. Good on them. Happy about it. And two, where you draft a young quarterback, finally moved on from Pizza Ranch boy, Kirk Cousins, goodbye. Finally done with that experiment. And then you draft a young quarterback, he gets injured. And then you have this other quarterback too that you were able to get that's been around for a little while, but hasn't really had the opportunity. He now steps up and is taking full, advantage and is prepared. So nice. Good for the Vikings so far. Good for them. All right. The Titans are trying to score here. They are down by 20, third quarter. They actually have some points on the board, though, unlike the Texans. But yeah, and like Stephon Diggs, Danielle Hunter on defense, dude. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, Danielle Hunter and Stephon Diggs, apparently they did not prepare the Texans enough, or what they told the Texans, any sort of insider information. It's not good enough. No, my God, no. Don't even say that. We finally got rid of him. Could you imagine that nightmare? No. I think if the Vikings, if that ever transpired, I think I might be done. I might be done. I might be done. The lifelong fandom I've had for the Vikings, being a Vikings fan, I think I would have to cut the cord then. All right. I got to change the score. Oh, God, just kidding. Good. I would have to be done. Like, no. I can't do it anymore. Don't say that, Ron. Don't freak me out like that, okay? That's funny, though. Oh, God. Could you imagine? Oh, no. It was 6 seasons too many. Oh. I'm like almost in disbelief, too, that it's finally over. But I'm happy that it's over. All right. Okay. The Texans have been embarrassed all day today, like they should be, because this has been a poor performance by them. Absolutely putrid. All right. And thinking back to like the chart, when I was looking at the chart earlier, oh man, CJ Stroud just completely sacked. Like no time at all to throw the ball. Like I honestly think that this game is done. I think this is done. I think it's done. Like it's only 5 minutes into the third quarter. It's done. They're cooked. They're roasted. You toasted. Okay? Like, my God. Oh! Almost a turnover. Almost an interception by Harrison Smith. I mean, at this point, if I was Houston, I would consider putting him on the bench. CJ might just go have to sit down for a minute. I don't know who their backup is. Oh, it's Case Keenum. Bah! Case Keenum's unavailable. See, Case would not let this happen. But they can't play Case because he's on the IR, so that's too bad. But I don't know who their backup quarterback is now, but they might want to consider. It's third down now. I mean, I just think like with the momentum is for this game right now, I mean, the Texans are toast. They're Texas toast, okay? 3rd and 16, they're going to be short. Texas toast. For real. Like, this has just been I mean, I would be embarrassed if I was them. Like, the Vikings are looking like they are a force to be reckoned with at this point. So good for them. And good for the defense, too, for coming out here. Like, shutting them out at this point. Shutting them out. Man, going back to the chart now, I really overlooked Mars trining Saturn, too. I really overlooked that. Mars being the planet that is ruling the Vikings today, and Saturn is in the Vikings' home, and they're in good aspect with one another. Man, I overlooked that too. I'm just going back now. I'm checking my notes in my head, and then overlooking too the moon being in Gemini, and the fact that Sam Darnold is a Gemini, Justin Jefferson is a Gemini, and so is Kevin O'Connell. I overlooked that. I didn't overlook, but I didn't think about it seriously enough, that Venus, which represents the Texans today, is at 29 degrees, not getting any help from any other planet in the sign that she rules, but not getting any other help. So, yeah. So, lessons got to be learned. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate it. I turned the channel and I wanted to see what was going on in the other game, but no, because it's a commercial. Man, it looks like both the Vikings and the Evil to the East, the Green Bay Packers, are going to be like major victors in their game today, and they play each other next week. So that ought to be really exciting. I mean, it's always exciting when the Vikings and the Packers play each other. Border battle. Always exciting, but oh man, the Titans did score. Not the Texans, no. They did not score. They still have 0. The Titans have at least scored. So now it is 27-14. This is a pretty high scoring game over here in Tennessee. All right. Let's go back. Let's see what's going on over here. All right. I think we're back. My dog's coming over here. She's up from her nap, perusing the scene. What can I chew on? What can I possibly eat? What can I do right now for a little while? Do I jump up on the sofa and take a nap again? Or do I continue chewing on this bone over here? Then I'm going to look out the window. But okay, back to the game here. 1st and 10 for Minnesota. 9 minutes, 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Minnesota's up 21-0. 0. I think that this has been like a little bit of like a reminder, kind of like, yo, you're in the NFL now, okay? Year number 2. You haven't faced everybody, okay? You haven't faced the Vikings yet. This is like a little bit of a, CJ Stroud, okay, you're only in year number 2. You still got a lot to learn. All right. So 1st and 10, Minnesota's got the ball back again. Oh, man, Texans are trying to come with some pressure here. Like, they're trying. Like, their defense, you can tell, is trying to match the Vikings defense. But Minnesota, we've had some sneaky plays today, too. So, and, the Texans had a sneaky one as well, but look at the score. So, who's that worked out for? And 2, again, back to the first half. All of the penalties against the Texans, that really, started their game off on the wrong foot too. And that series where Houston, they were trying to score. They were so close to scoring. And then they ended up back at in their own territory after being so close to 1st and goal. I think that was a huge momentum shift right there in itself for Houston. It was penalty after penalty, 3rd down, back it up again, back it up. Meanwhile, Sam Darnold looks like he fell over, so I think they're probably going to count that as a sack attack. All right. The Texans they're annoyed, okay? Especially their defense. They're annoyed. They haven't given up yet. It's 3rd and 20. Why is it always 3rd down? Both of these teams have quite a few sacks. Houston has 4 sacks, and Minnesota has 3. So 7 sacks between them. That's quite a few. 3rd and 20 here for Minnesota. Sammy's in the shoddy. He has got time. Now he's under pressure, throwing under pressure. Damn. He's looking for Johnny Munt. Didn't get it. So that was, I mean, the Texans, if they would have been doing that on every single series, that the game would have been a little different here. Or the score, I guess, would be a little different. But 4th and 20 now, that was like a nothing series for Minnesota. Like Minnesota offense right there pretty much looked like the Texans offense. They did nothing. So Texans are going to get the ball back again, but seriously, the Texans offense has seemingly been no match for the Vikings defense. So again, kudos to Brian Flores and the defense on that. Been doing great. And starting the game off with an early interception on CJ Stroud, too. That definitely helped the Vikings momentum. There's another flag. There's been a lot of penalties. Not sure who it's on. Looks like it's going to be on Houston. All right. Let's see. Looks like it is on Houston. Something to do with the fair catch. Not exactly sure. Whatever. Penalty against Houston again. All right. And the Vikings, Garrett Bradbury's had 2 penalties, but doesn't really seem to matter because, again, the score is 21. Vikings, Texans, 0. And, shocker to nobody, we're going to another commercial. If you can hear chewing in the background, that's my dog over here. So if you can hear crunching and munching, she's going to town on a bone over here. Is Jefferson okay? Yeah, I think he's fine. Yeah, I mean, they were showing his wrist there for a second, or him kind of like, I think it was his right wrist, but I don't know. He seems okay. And you know what, too? If Justin Jefferson, because they didn't throw to him really on or wait, is he not in? Because I was just going to say, I think, they've been throwing to Jalen Naylor, but I think Justin Jefferson has been in. And maybe, too, they're not throwing to him because his arm or his wrist is sore, but not sore enough to be out there as like a decoy. So you wonder if that's what's going on, too. So if that's, I don't know, though. I'm going to have to pay attention next offensive series for the Vikings because I swear he was in. But yeah, they are still fighting. I'll give them that. I'll give them that because it would be hard to be away, playing away, and you're up, or excuse me, you're down by 3 scores. Also, you haven't scored any points at all. Loud as hell in there. So, yeah, it would be easy to kind of just be like, okay, the Texans are literally toasted, but yeah, they're still putting the pressure on. So, all right, Sunday, October 6th, Jets and the Vikings in London, in England. That's already less than a month away. Can't believe it. It's going to be an early start on that one because of the time difference. All right. But yeah, Texans still fighting. So you got to commend them for that, for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, at this point, with where the momentum is, what we've seen so far, if I can say it again, the Texans look like Texas toast. Okay. Looks like they're toasted. They're done. Okay. The toast is done. You're going to burn the toast now if you leave it in. They're really getting burned now. So, commercials, make them stop. Make them stop. I wonder if they would ever consider, like, if you pay a couple dollars more, you get no commercials ever. Never a commercial. I don't think that was going to happen. Oh my God. Why am I on the wrong channel? All right. We're back. On the wrong channel because they were both on commercial. I knew that was going to happen eventually. All right. Texans got the ball back here. It's 1st and 10. And I don't know why the Texans, I guess they're trying to do anything at this point, but I don't know why they're running the ball. Because it's like, Houston, you're down by 21 points. It's a third quarter. You haven't scored yet. You're down by 21 points. You might want to, you need some yards, okay? You need some things called points. You might want to try to throw the ball, but that hasn't really worked out for him either. So they got 2 yards on the carry. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Houston. And yeah, they have not looked good today. Vikings have looked great. CJ feeling the pressure again. There is another penalty. The ball got tipped after it came out. What's the freaking penalty? It's almost getting to the point like, really? Okay. It looks like it's against. Oh, wow. It's against Minnesota. That's a shock. That's a shock. Illegal hands to the face. Jonathan Bullard. Seriously, I'm still learning all the Vikings players. Not even lying. Vikings don't have a free pizza day, and they should. Pizza Ranch should. Like when the Vikings and the Falcons play each other, we've decided that it's going to be like a pizza party over here. I gotta have pizza on that game. I don't know when that game is either. I should look that up. I'm gonna look it up because I'm curious. I feel like it's in November or something like that. And I think, oh no, the moment I just, it's like they're up by 3 scores. There's a little breathing room here. Oh, it's in December. Okay. Yeah, the Falcons are coming to town. Yeah. December 8th. That's going to be the pizza party. All right. It's 1st and 10 because the Texans managed to get a first down. That's been a little few and far between for them today. So I wonder how many first downs that they've had, like 2. And they just tried to run the ball again. That didn't work. That's not working for Houston. I don't know why they try to keep doing that because it's now 2nd and 11. So you lost a yard there. But yeah, pizza party on December 8th. All right. Okay, so 2nd and 11. Again, Houston has done nothing. Brian Flores' defense has been kicking ass today and taking names. Okay, and the Texans are barely into Vikings territory, but they're there. Drop pass for Houston. It's going to be 3rd and it's going to be 3rd and 11 again. Seriously, the Houston offense is just looking like they look like they don't even know what's going on out there. They look like they're trying one thing that doesn't work. They're going to try another thing that doesn't work, and they're out of options. All right. Well, the Vikings fans cheer Cousins. I think they might boo him. I think he's going to get booed. I think he's going to get booed. Yeah. I think he's going to get booed. All right. It's 3rd and 11 for Houston. I already think the game is done, but I think this series here, if they don't get this, they're done. Oh, damn. They just got it. All right. Now it might be 1st and goal for the Texans here. If they score 1, whatever. I will say that was a very good throw by CJ there, Stroud. That was a good catch, too. Looked like Collins, number 12 for the Texans. He was almost in double coverage there. Pretty much in double coverage. Not quite. All right. Shit. That was quite a few yards. Shit. That was like 30 yards. All right. So now Houston is at like the 15. CJ's under some stress. Manages to get the pass off, and it's going to be good for about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Houston looking to score for the first time in this game. Down 21. They've done absolutely nothing. It's 2nd and 5. All right. Now, for Minnesota, all you got to keep doing here, maintain the status quo. That's all you got to do. The Texans have had 0 trips to the red zone today. That, again, is a huge kudos, a huge compliment to the Vikings defense, to Brian Flores and the Vikings defense, because good for them. Damn it. Texans just scored. That looked way too easy. Way too easy there. All right. That's Cam Akers with a pass from CJ. All right. Murphy Jr. on the coverage there. It's only 7 points. Whatever. The time right now also is the Vikings' friend. Okay. Being up by so many points still and almost into the 4th quarter. The Texans, it took them pretty much until the 4th quarter to get things rolling here. So, for the Vikings, Let's not let this momentum continue. It's one score. You didn't shut them out, but hey, managing to hold them to 0 points almost till the fourth quarter. All right, kudos for that. So, again, Texans are on the board there. A pass from CJ to Cam Akers. And the Texans are finally on the board. Vikings still up by 2 scores. All right. CJ is actually a good QB, so Vikings defense has done well. Okay, nice. All right. And yeah, that I haven't watched much of CJ Stroud at all. I've only seen just, highlights here and there, heard about him. But yeah, that's nice. And it seems like the Vikings defense are legit. So I'm one of those people again that I got to believe it to see it. People are talking about, oh, Brian Flores, this mastermind, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I want to see it. Then I'll believe it. All right, now I'm seeing it. So now I'm believing it. So good for them. And you know what? That I think the fans have really stepped it up today too. Like the loudness that US Bank Stadium, like the volume, the rattling that can happen in there. That definitely got to the Texans very, very early on. And I think that's, another reason why it's hard to play. Teams they struggle in Minnesota at times because it can get, when the fans are into it and it is loud and rocking in there, yeah, it can get to be a little annoying, I think, for the other team and get in their head a little bit. And that definitely happened today early for the Texans. And again, just that turnover so early on, and that's like a turd in the punch bowl, okay, right there for the Texans, like early on. So ever since then, it's just been like all Vikings. So, all right. Bob, what's up? Squall, yeah, looking good today, huh? And I mean, again, Texans not scoring. Again, they had the opportunity with the field goal, but they didn't get it earlier. But seriously, holding them to 0 points almost to the fourth quarter, almost a shutout there. So, all right, it's one score. It happens. Move on. And if the Vikings offense can just, hold on to the ball, keep it moving, no stupid turnovers, don't let the Texans defense get any sort of momentum here. They already kind of have, but all right, we're moving forward here. Almost to the fourth quarter. Use the clock to your advantage. Excuse me. That's all you got to do. Simple, right? Easier said than done, I'm sure. But yeah. So, all right. But yeah, it's been all Vikings. But okay, so 7 plays, 72 yards, 3 minutes, 27 seconds. That was the Houston Texans scoring series there. Another penalty! My gosh. I'm so sick of the penalties at this point. Whatever. It's against the Texans. All right. Yeah, these new kickoff rules, I don't know, they're funky. All right, low-scoring game for Chicago and Indianapolis. They're in the third quarter. Indianapolis 7, Chicago 3. Okay. I was just going to click it over. So it's still 27-14. The Evil to the East up over the Titans. And Philadelphia, oh, wow, they just scored. It looks like Philadelphia now up over the Saints 7-3. All right. Okay. Sammy Darnold, we're back. Okay, so let's see. He's 13 for 20, it looks like, today. All right, he's looked pretty good. Oh, no! Almost threw an interception, but then it was tipped, and it looks like Jalen Naylor caught it for about 8 yards. All right, that could have been a scary turnover almost right there, but it got tipped to Jalen Naylor. So, all right. And it looks like he was in bounds. Ah! Yeah, it looks like he got both feet in there. That was like 7. What? They're going to call him out of bounds? Really? 2nd and 10? All right. Well, at least it wasn't a turnover, so we'll take it. Okay. I'm surprised that they didn't give him that. All right. Sam under pressure manages to get blah, 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 to get the ball off to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones falls just short of the yellow marker there, the first down. Sammy's hobbling. There's another flag. Our pets' heads are falling off. Sam Darnold now is on the ground. It looks like maybe Charlie horse situation A strain. He's hobbling. What's happening? Oh, hobble alert. Oh no. What's the penalty? What's going on here? Pets' heads are falling off. New York Giants, they're up 21-7 over the Cleveland Browns. It looks like it's going to be a penalty against the Texans. Roughing the passer. Oh, Danielle Hunter. Roughing the passer penalty. Uh-oh. Is it going to be Nick Mullins' time? It might be Mullins' time here. Second undefeated teams. 2 undefeated teams are winning. Oh, and 2 are losing? All right. Yeah, we'll have to see here after this week. We shall see. All right, going to commercial. Sam Darnold's on the ground. Nick Mullins looks like he's warming up on the side there. So we might see Mullins here. Some Mullins time. And you know what? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon because, I mean, Sam Darnold was still upright, right? But then started hurting so much that he had to sit down on the ground. So that's not promising. But I don't mind Nick Mullins, okay? Nick Mullins is no stranger to having to come in, all right? Especially with last season. That was just like a, freaking menagerie of quarterbacks, I swear, for the Vikings. But all right. Hopefully this isn't some sort of lingering or sustaining injury because Sam Darnold, again, he's been like waiting for this opportunity to start, right? And he gets it. I mean, shitty that, he was probably always going to start anyway, but like, with McCarthy, on your tail. And then now this happening. So we'll have to see. But yeah, that was a roughing the passer penalty on Danielle Hunter, actually. So, and yeah, it's just like he came from behind him and his knees buckled there. So who knows? Still get seeing some commercials, but that's funny, Ron. Herbie, Justin Herbert. God, that was so stupid. It was just like right there. I could see his face clear as day, like right there. Just could not think of it. Stupid. Hate that. It's just like right on the tip of your tongue and miss it. That's funny. Can't tackle below the knee with the quarterback. Yeah, Danielle Hunter there. What was that? Cheap shot or what? Oh, no. All right. Okay. They help Sam up. He's hobbling, but he's walking on his own. Hopefully it's just some sort of strain or something. I mean, don't like to see anybody get injured, of course. I mean, it just kind of happens, or it can happen. Looks like he's able to just kind of walk it off here a little bit. Walking on the sideline here. But yeah, Danielle, that was way below the knee. That was like the tackle at his ankles there. Danielle Hunter coming in from the edge. All right, it looks like Sam's going to go back in. It looks like he's fine. Oh, nope, Nick Mullins. All right, we got Mullins time. Sam Darnold on the sideline, throwing a couple passes. But we do have Nick Mullins in here. 6th season, 1st and 10. No surprise, the Vikings are running the ball. All right. 1st down. Of course, Vikings are going to run the ball. Looks like Sam's coming back in. So 1 snap for Nick. Mullins' time is over. It's 2nd and 9. Sam has taken too many shots today. Yeah, I mean, the defense, both sides, I think, 4 sacks for Houston and 3 for Minnesota, if there hasn't been more since. And he's been able to get out of the pocket. But yeah, both him and CJ today have been hit quite a bit. But yeah, he is tough. Yeah, he's hanging in there. So good for him. 2nd and 9. Sammy's back in. They're faking the handoff. Oh, man. He trips, manages to get the pass off. It was a little flick there to Aaron Jones, who hung onto the ball. See, that's where you're like, dude, that was a scary throw. Sideways little flick pass there, but Aaron Jones caught it, hung onto the ball. All right. And okay, good on Sam there because he was pretty much almost down on the ground. That was a little scary though. But all right, it's 3rd and 4. All right. The Vikings are 4 for 8 today on 3rd down conversions. Houston are 3 for 9. Well, it's like, the score can tell us that. So, Darnold to wide open. Jalen Naylor for a touchdown, people. And now they are just rubbing salt in the wound. Jalen Naylor with the second touchdown. Is there a penalty? Are you kidding me? No. Damn it. Okay. They're like, all right, nope. Vikings can't win by that much. Call a flag, please. It was on Aaron Jones. Dumb. All right, we got an Aaron Jones shoe on the, or what is it? Glove on the ground, because he's got yellow gloves. And ironically enough, the penalty was on Aaron Jones, who was also open, too. All right. Yeah. Okay. Texans got lucky on that one. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be the worst idea, right? Like if his leg's still not feeling very good, I mean, he seems to be fine, but yeah, that wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world. All right, it's 3rd and 14 for the Vikings. All right, Sam's got time. He's got time. Oh, shoot. It's going to be 4th down. Manages to get the pass off. Let's see where they mark it here. It'll be interesting where they mark it, where they land. It's going to be like 4th and 1. Looked like that was Brandon Powell with the reception there. Yeah, it's going to be short. It's going to be like 4th and 1, 4th and 2. Yeah, it's 4th and 1. How are we still in the 3rd quarter? What? How? How are we in the 3rd quarter still? How is this possible? It looks like Bradbury's on his knee here. They're dropping like flies. Oh no, this is Brian O'Neill. My bad. Brian O'Neill. All right. I know, almost a touchdown, Ryan. So close. If the Vikings score again, I mean, it's done. I already thought that this game was done. Like, it seems, again, Texas toast over here. But, all right. Why is he called Aaron Jones Sr.? I'm guessing I don't know, he must have had a kid. Yeah, he must have had a kid, I guess. I saw that too. Yeah, he must have had a kid. I guess we could look it up. But that would be my guess as well, that he had a son. I don't know. I guess his Wikipedia doesn't say anything about it. Or maybe, I don't know. Huh. It doesn't say anything or that I can see straight away. Oh my God, the Vikings are going for it. Oh, they got it. They fooled me. All right. Jalen Naylor with the run. I think this game is done. Let's see here. Oh, okay, wait. Maybe he goes by senior now because it looks like he had a close relationship with his father, and his father passed away in 2021 from COVID. So maybe that's why. Vikings are going to score again. They are. They're either going to score by... Yeah, anyway, that's what I found on Wikipedia. They're either going to have a touchdown here or it's going to be a field goal. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Straight away, though, on Wikipedia, I couldn't find anything about it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't have a kid, I guess. I know, for real. It's been like Vikings all day today. I mean, call me shocked. I thought this game would be so much closer. Like, honestly. I'm surprised. As a Vikings fan, I am pleasantly surprised. As an astrologer, I am just like, this week and last week, terrible predictions. And since I started doing the predictions too a couple years ago, this is probably like, I mean, I've done 4 games so far for the NFL, and if and when the Vikings win today, I'll be 2 for 2. So, I mean, that's not terrible, but that's not good. Let's see. I saw on Google search. Oh, okay. He does have a son. All right. I guess I could have Googled, does Aaron Jones have a son? All right. Good to know. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. What is Twitter saying about this game right now? And if the Evil to the East end up winning today too, and since they play each other next week, that is going to be an even like better game. That's going to be even more like hyped. Yeah. Let's see. Nothing really straight away. All right. Okay. Yeah, nothing happening. But thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate yous. And it is the fourth quarter. Yeah. It's been all Vikings today, people. The Texans seemed just like confused. Like they seemed like they weren't prepared today. Or are the Vikings just that good? And I will say that the Vikings have looked decent on both sides of the ball, too. Because as a Vikings fan, I feel like we're so used to seeing like one side of the ball, no, they're doing good. Other side of the ball, they don't really look that good. But both sides of the ball looking good. So I like it. You like it? Yes, we do. Thank you. But again, just remember, people that are Kool-Aid drinkers, practice safe sipping, okay? 3-0 is really fun, but just remember. But I do think the Vikings should be talked about as one of the best teams in the league. All right. I definitely do think that should be considered. All right. Because why not at this point? Being undefeated and depending, the Vikings potentially have potential to be the last undefeated team in the league. I mean, if that isn't talked about, if and when they win the game today, oh yeah. All right, let's see. I'm going to Twitter to see what people are saying. What if his son has a son, right? Then he'd be like the third. Senior. Right? Yeah. Boneless wings. You mean nuggets, right? Why is it always third down? I mean, the Vikings have great field position, but why is it always third down? Why? It was 3rd and 3. Justin Jefferson, that was a rare miss for him. Maybe his wrist is hurting him, all right, because he didn't catch it. And he was open. He just took his eyes off the ball. He got too excited. He wanted to score. He's like, no, I had it. Like, you could just see it. Like, I was so, Justin Jefferson wanted to get in that end zone. Oh, he wanted to get in there. All right, 35-yard attempt here for the Vikings. Are you okay? It looked like it was maybe okay. Never mind. I'm kind of getting hungry too. I might have to have some chips after this. All right, Vikings up by 3 scores, 24-7. And I mean, again, I think it's like this game. I think it's Texas toast. I think that's what it's time for. I think everybody should have some Texas toast if and when the Vikings win this game. Let's see. What are people saying about the Vikings right now? I think too, Sam Darnold is gonna get talked about a lot too. Let's see. Yeah, people are just talking. He's talking. And two, the Vikings with like Dallas Turner's out today, Ivan Pace Jr.'s out today. No Jordan Addison again. Jordan Addison, should you even really be on this team? Should you have a driver's license? And do you actually have a dog? We're not really sure. But yeah, so I mean, even for the Vikings, they're missing some, crucial pieces in their chess set today. So, all right, what is Justin Jefferson's outfit today? It's okay. It's okay. Do you guys want to see it? All right. I will say it's better than his outfit last week. I forgot what he was wearing last week or a couple weeks ago, but looks better than that. I kind of want to zoom in. What does the sweatshirt say? Oh, I can't. Bob Evans fake tan. Jesus. Son or Sal of what? I feel like there's some hidden messages there in the sweatshirt. Interesting. Better than the other outfit, but yeah, that was his outfit today. Yeah, Justin Jefferson likes the fashion. And so does Joe Burrow. I mean, they were walking in Fashion Week, so a couple weeks ago. And two, I think that after the game today, if and when the Vikings end up winning this game today, which it looks like they're going to, knock on wood, I think Kevin O'Connell is going to get a lot of talk about like coach of the year. All right. But what's the bigger story here? The Vikings offense or the defense? I think the bigger story here is just in general that they're playing well on both sides of the ball. All right. And, you know, kind of a surprise. Nobody expected, me included. So that's good. All right. And Houston, I mean, for today, again, I thought this game was going to be a lot more competitive. I thought the score was going to be a lot closer. And it's just like the Texans have tried one thing, it didn't work. Tried something else, not working. Like anything that they're trying today is not working. And I think so much of it, you know, lands on CJ Stroud's shoulders, you know, as it should because he's a quarterback. But like when he's rattled, when you take him out of the game, it's like you're taking the Texans completely out of the game. And with their defense, okay, you've let 24 points be scored so far. All right, Texans have the ball back again. Looking for the long pass over the middle. Not going to get it. Too long. Yeah, CJ Stroud is struggling today. No, he didn't. Are you kidding me? Our boy Justin got hurt? I hope not. What happened? I hope not. I mean, I believe you, but that's too bad. What happened? What's the score over here? Oh, okay. The Saints are down 1 point to the Eagles. 2nd and 10 over here for the Texans. They're going to get like 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down. I mean, this game is pretty much over. I mean, I honestly think it's over. The Texans have no momentum. They had a little bit of it, but it's like it was a flash in the pan there. It looked like. All right. Not Justin, though. Not Herbie. Hopefully not him. All right, it's 3rd down. It's still loud at US Bank. Yeah, and I was mentioning, too, with Saturn in the 4th, how it could potentially be quiet later on today. But I think I overlooked the Mars. Another interception for CJ Stroud. He threw it right to him. Oh, my God, this game is done. It's over. I think that's Cam Bynum that got it. That was dumb. Yeah, like CJ is struggling today. Yeah, Cam Bynum with the interception, and it's like, dude, throw it right to him. Yeah. Yeah, he's been struggling today. The Vikings, the defense has been too much for him. The stadium has been too much. Looks like Collins fell over for the Texans, too, which led the ball right into Cam Bynum's hands. All right. Takeaway number 2 today. All right. Wow. 2nd career game with 2 or more interceptions. And that, I don't know if that was like some foreshadowing or what, but right before the game today, I was hearing some talk and chatter about how CJ Stroud is really good with ball handling and, you know, putting it in the right place and very low interceptions. Not today. Yeah, and he just looks like a sad sack over there. And I'm sorry, there's like no momentum for Houston at all. The Vikings are all smiles over there, as they should be. And it's 2nd and 6 for the Vikings. I mean, they might even score another touchdown and get into like 30-point range today. Yeah, this game has not been close. It has been one-sided since the beginning. Aaron Jones is going to be short for the 1st down, maybe like a yard. Yeah, it's like, and I think right now it seems like the Texans are like, okay, we're toast here. Again, phrase of the day, Texas toast. Okay. 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. 12 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Watch Sam sneak it. Let's see what he does. Or they're going to hand it off to Aaron Jones here. I mean, I think this game is already done. But, I mean, if they get this first down, it's done. There's a penalty. Okay, when is it? Oh, Pittsburgh still up 20-10. Okay, Justin Herbert is questionable. Is something with his hand? Is that what happened to him? Crazy. We were just talking about him. All right. Vikings took a timeout. All right. Talk about some things. I don't think there's much to talk about. I mean, again, the clock is your friend. Bring on the cheeseheads. Seriously, bring them on. It'll be time for fondue next week. Yeah. That'll be fun. It's always extra fun when the Vikings and the Packers play each other. Border battle. Border battle. I mean, it's really good. Yeah, I agree. Texas toast is very, very delicious. Everybody should have some to celebrate today. I wish I had some. I do not. All right, Aaron Jones with the first down. Yeah, this game's over. This game's over. It's done. It's over. Good job, Vikings. I mean, seriously. And nobody had them winning. I didn't have them winning. Granted, I thought the game was going to be so much closer here, too. But I will notate everything. I will note it. Note it for next time. It happens. You move on. You live and you learn. Always learning. And I mean, I'm looking at the chart right now, too. And I mentioned this last week, too. The planet Uranus is not to be truffled with, okay? Don't forget about Uranus. Oh, my God, Aaron Jones is going to run for a touchdown. Oh, he's going to be short. Like a yard. Ah. My God. I really looked over Mars trining Saturn. That was so stupid. That was dumb. Now I'm just like looking at all the mistakes that I made, but whatever. I mean, I say whatever. I'm irked about it though. But as a Vikings fan, this is amazing. I'm so happy for them. They're doing great. And also, it's nice to see the Vikings playing good at home because there was, what was it, last year, the year before, where they were playing like shit at home. So, good for them. All right. It's funny. All right. The Vikings are really trying to put gas on the flame right now. Brian, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, say hello to your 3-0 Minnesota Vikings. Yes, I think that is looking like the case today, Ryan. And again, just remember the safe sipping. Enjoy your purple Kool-Aid, but just remember to practice safe sipping. But I think after today, people are going to be guzzling, all right? People are going to be ready to get their Super Bowl tickets. I mean, I will say this rightfully so, maybe to an extent, but it was only week 3. If a lot can happen before the end of the season, but hey, great start though. 3-0. How can you be mad at that? You can't. You cannot be mad at that. And for especially scoring, over 20 points. And again, both sides of the ball, you're playing well on offense and defense. So good for them. Good for them. It's 3rd and goal for Minnesota yet again. Sam Darnold had to throw it away. He threw it away to some fan, and then the fan put the ball underneath his shirt. He was excited. All right. Saints undefeated record in jeopardy right now. Yeah, it looks like there might only be a couple because it looks like Pittsburgh is up by 10 points with 2 minutes to go. So it looks like they will stay undefeated. I think it's another touchdown. Johnny Munt. All right, another touchdown. Minnesota's just pouring gas on the flame. Oh, man, CJ just looks like a sad sack over there. Man, the Vikings have whoops my ass today, all right? They have whoops my ass. I thought this was going to be so much closer today. Man, the Mars trining Saturn. And let's see, they're 4 degrees away. And they're up by, are they up by 4 scores or 3? Yeah, just 3, right? Yeah, 3 scores. 31-7, 10 minutes, 14 seconds. Again, Texas toast, everybody. Okay? Have your Texas toast today. The Texas toast actually can go with the purple Kool-Aid. That could be a good snack. Oh, that's crazy. Chargers too. Okay. It's getting to be the holiday season. Let's throw in a exactly. Throw in a ham for a touchdown. You mean CJ Ham or just ham in general? All right. Oh, that's funny. I am enjoying Talking Waters beer. What is that? Oh, Talking Waters beer. Nice. Nice. Cheers, Ryan. I'll cheers to that. We can cheers to this today. I can already hear it now. Super Bowl, we're going all the way 3-0. We're the best team in the league. We got the best coach in the league. We got the best defensive coordinator in the league. Ah! I can already hear it now, which, like, again, to an extent, I totally get it and understand. I just, like, just knowing, just being a Minnesota fan for a whole entire life, I just want to see it continue. Let's just see it continue. I'm happy about it. Let's just keep the train rolling, all right? Let's not go off the rails. But yeah, 3-0. I mean, again, why would you be upset about that? You should not. Nothing to be upset about that. Throw in a cousin's pizza. Exactly. Pizza party. Pizza, Texas toast, and Kool-Aid. There you go. It's like a meal of champions right there. It's a winning meal. Bucks lost. They are no longer undefeated. Yeah, the Bucks, I think they got spanked. Did they not? The last I saw their score, it was not looking good. Technically 4 scores in 10 minutes. 4 scores in 10 minutes ago. But, I mean, 8, because they could score 8 times 3 is 24, plus their 7, right? If they scored touchdowns and then got 2-point conversions, I guess I'm including the 2-point conversions, but whatever. They're up by like, how many points? Math is hard. Time to put in Mullins. Exactly. Why not at this point? Seriously. Take out Justin Jefferson too. Take out Darnold. Take out Justin Jefferson. Take out Aaron Jones. I mean, you might as well take them out, for real. I'm so excited, but I will not say the S word just yet. All right, there you go, Ryan. Oh, so many people are. And again, too, like, to an extent, like, they should be, I mean, it is week 3, so we're talking about all teams across the league in week 3. I think, if you're talking about the S word, the big game, yes, the Vikings need to be in that conversation. Why not? Vikings at the Packers next week. For some reason, I thought the Vikings were hosting, but they're at Lambeau next week. That'll be fun. All right. They're showing us the lineup for next weekend. 17-0. So does 600. Wouldn't that be something? That would be, I mean, then I would have to go buy some purple Kool-Aid, I think. And I don't even ever drink it. I just live in the realistic realm with the team. That's all. Not because I don't get excited. And I will say that, like, my favorite Kool-Aid flavor is lime. Okay. Or green. That is my favorite flavor. But I would have to get some purple Kool-Aid and some pizza. All right. Texans have 9 minutes and 48 seconds left. The clock is not their friend right now. Saturn rules time, too. I forgot about that as well. So it's like, the Vikings have time on their side today. All right. Damn it. I really overlooked that Mars trining Saturn. That was so stupid. So dumb. Let's see if the Vikings can match the 38-7 NFC Championship game from 2018 when we beat your team in Philadelphia. Okay, William. Okay. Thank you. We're not living in the past, though. Okay, we're moving forward. But yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. See, I think CJ Stroud at this point is like, okay, my knee kind of hurts. Take me out of here. Oh, man. Yeah, Harrison Phillips got to him on that one. Harrison Phillips has been playing great, too, all season. Well, he got to him originally, but yeah, the Vikings are hyped up as they should be. So, Ron, can you say the Bucks stop there? That's a good one, Ryan. Oh man, 3rd and 26 for Houston. Another penalty. Oh my God, it's on Tunsil again. That dude, I mean, that's like his 3rd or 4th penalty this game. Wow, that's bad. Yeah, William. Uh-oh. What's going on with your Eagles over there? The who dat? Score on them? Now it's 3rd and 31 for Houston. I mean, they have a huge problem. It's done. Uh-oh. Too bad. I mean, nothing against William, but I can't stand the Eagles. I can't stand them. All right, 3rd and 31, and they got like 10 yards. It's done. It's over. The Texans just want to get out of here, okay? They just want to get out of here. As Mick Jagger said, time is on our side. Yeah, I'm not going to start singing because I don't want to make anybody's ears bleed. But yes, you're right. Oh, I know. See, me too. I can be a smartass too. Bad. I try to be nice generally, but but yeah. I mean, no offense, but I can't stand the Eagles. I don't like the Falcons. I don't like Green Bay. All of them. 4th and 18. Not gonna work. All right. They got close, but not happening. All right. The Texans were embarrassed today. Like, this is embarrassing. Like, for real. Like, this is embarrassing. I would be embarrassed if I was them. Green Bay's up 30-14 over Tennessee. Yeah, this is not good. I mean, kudos to the Vikings. They completely came prepared. They made the Texans like, what the hell is going on? The Texans were not prepared for this. If this is them being prepared, they're not as good as a team as everybody was giving them credit for. And good for them. And yeah, I mean, I'm just as surprised too. I thought this game would be a lot closer. All right, 1st and 10 for Minnesota. All they got to do, it's just like clock watch now. And I mean, that interception, I think here's one of the big differences too between the quarterbacks is that interception early on, that really got to CJ Stroud. That really got to him and just the entire team in general. And like, they could not shake that. They couldn't shake that. They couldn't rise above that. And that happened so early on. So when you let that affect you and hold you back, and I mean, again, kudos to the Vikings here on this one, but I really think that set the tone for both sides early on, and it's been like Minnesota all the way ever since. So, hey, good for them. 2nd and 4, Vikings just going to keep running the ball. Not really sure why Sam Darnold, why Aaron Jones, why they're in. Not really sure. But, like, if that's what you want to do, whatever. Vikings won. Pizza Ranch half off the cousins. Yeah, exactly. We should get half off. I mean, at this point, me and everybody on the channel and in the chat should get like free Pizza Ranch for the rest of time for how much free publicity I have given Pizza Ranch over the years. They're like, I just keep giving it to them for free. So no wonder, you know. Danielle Hunter's had a quiet game today, apart from that penalty. Now I'm just hungry. I want pizza. I asked my wife if she could pick up some Texas toast since that's what the Vikings did to the Texans today. Nice, Ryan. I am all about that. Yes. Are you going to actually have some? Texas toast is really good. Yeah. Thick Texas toast. Garlicky. Yeah, I'm all about it. Now I'm hungry. Seriously, now I want pizza. Texas toast. I might just have to settle for some chips, which would be fine. Because I don't have any Texas toast and I don't have any pizza, so I'm going to have to make do. All right, 6 minutes, 17 seconds. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate it. And I am just like the astrologer in me is like, dude, how could you look over Mars trining Saturn? And even when I saw that when I was doing, because I missed it when I was looking at the chart originally, and then during Planetary pregame, I caught it. And in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, that's good. But then I was like, but not good enough. But shit, that's what did it, I think, today. Just going back and looking at my work. Because again, the Vikings were ruled by Mars and Pluto today. The Texans were ruled by Venus. Venus is at 29 degrees. Pluto is also at 29 degrees, which is a very crucial degree for any planet to be at. But yeah, I mean, Venus didn't have any help. And even though she's in her own sign, didn't have any help from any other planets. And two, just going back to my notes that I wrote down before I started streaming, both of the teams I have, like, for yeses and nos. The Vikings have 2 yeses and the Texans have 2 yeses, but the Vikings only had 2 nos, and the Texans I have 1 no, 2 nos, 3 nos, 4 nos. So yeah, not to mention the moon squaring Saturn. So just things that I looked over. And now that we see the game, because now I can go back and check my work, right? As the game progresses and at the final score, then you can really check and see. Now it's like, okay, dum-dum being me. Like, these things were clear, right there, and you missed it. So live and you learn. I did want to do better than last week, though, because my prediction last week, too, way off the mark. Terrible. So I'm 2-2 so far this season, and just kind of keep moving onward and upward. But I guess, well, I can't even count it because I didn't post it. So if I didn't post it and talk about it, it doesn't count. But I did do the Falcons and the Eagles, and I had the Falcons winning. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't post that anywhere. So, oh man, Vikings got a 58-yard field goal. It doinked in. That is killer. Hell yeah. Nice. 34-7. This is just a beatdown. I mean, this is like, I mean, if I were the Texans too, I would want to get out of there. People are leaving. People are leaving the stadium. There's 4 minutes, 43 seconds left to go. That looked like it was not going to be in. And then it hit the goalpost, and the goalpost tapped it in. 58-yard field goal. Nice. I like that they tried. They went for it. Why not? And then they got it. Wow. Nice. Great kick. Yep, and Kool-Aid, Ryan, exactly. Yes. Yep, Kool-Aid. Especially grape, that, of course, yeah. I know, I'm going to have to get some too. I should get some, and then I can, demonstrate the safe sipping. But yeah, 34-7, just a complete annihilation for Minnesota. Oh, you're making homemade granola? That sounds good. Yummy. What's in there? No raisins. Hopefully no raisins in there. Raisins ruining things. Okay. Wrong. That's funny. Double doink. Did I say double doink? It did kind of double doink. It only doinked once, though, technically. Technically speaking, it only doinked off the goalpost and then went in. That was awesome. Looked like it was going to miss, and then boop, right in there. Oh my gosh, wow, CJ's out. The kid is out. He's on the bench. Yeah, this game was like too much for him. I don't even know who their backup quarterback is. Now that Case Keenum, oh, think about this. We could have seen Case Keenum if he wasn't on the IR. Damn. Are you kidding me? Are they going to go and score a touchdown now? It doesn't matter because Houston's not winning this game, but okay, this is Davis Mills in. And I think CJ's probably, it looks like his ankle might be hurting him a little bit here, but I don't know. I mean, he's hobbling a little bit, but I think he probably does not want to be out there anymore. Oh, Texans are just trying to do whatever now. Stephon Diggs with almost a reception, but not quite. All right. It hit the goal. Yeah, it hit the goalpost and went in. Mm-hmm. By God, they just broke it. They did, Ryan. They did. I missed that earlier. Yeah, I mean, CJ Stroud, it's like, I feel kind of bad for the kid right now. I mean, he just, like, doesn't even know what to do. He doesn't even know what to do. Like, what just happened? Somebody explain it to me. I don't even know. 2nd and 10 for Texans. For Texans, it's going to be 3rd down for them. No raisins, but craisins. Crazy craisins. Crazy craisins. Crazy raisins, also known as craisins. Craisins are more tolerable. Indianapolis is now up 21-9 over the Bears. New York is still up over Cleveland. All right. Okay. 58-yard field goal. Yeah, that is an extreme field goal for real. Like almost 60, damn near 60 yards. That's amazing. It's 3rd down for the Texans again. All right. At this point, it's like, I guess they're just practicing some plays. Stephon Diggs with the reception. Going to be short of the first down, though. It's going to be 4th down. And I'm not exactly sure at this point if they're sitting CJ Stroud because he is like semi-injured, or if it's just like it's enough is enough, like sit him down, or a combination platter. Okay. I have a feeling it's a little combo platter. If not, he needs to just sit the rest of this one out. Okay. 4th and 2. And I think a big talking point too is going to be the takeaway for the Texans of this is going to be like, CJ Stroud is good, but he's still young. He's still got a lot to learn, do. Okay. So, Stephon Diggs with the 1st down for the Texans. There's 2 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in this game. Oh, Eagles coming in with the touchdown there. It looks like now they're up over New Orleans. Eagles left time for the Saints, though. Ooh, I wonder if we'll switch to that game after this one's over. All right, we'll have to wait and see. All right, 1st and 10 for Houston. All right. They should have put in Mills a lot sooner. I mean, and this is just like garbage time. I mean, as we know. So, like, if Houston scores, okay, they score. Like, whatever. The Vikings still won by like 20 plus points at this point. And if they score, they still win by 20. So, again, I thought that this was going to be a lot closer of a game. But just looking at the chart over here again, it's just like, again, the astrologer in me, I'm just like, ugh, like my eyes twitching a little bit. Like, you idiot. You idiot. You missed a couple of things, but again, I'll have to get over it eventually. Sack. That was Redmond with the sack on Mills. It's going to be 2nd down. Garbage time. All right. What is the score of the... Oh, here. Okay, it's 15-12. Ooh, that's a good game over there. Philadelphia and New Orleans. All right, there we go, because I'm seeing it at the bottom. The clock is ticking. New Orleans has the ball, it looks like. Look, at this point, put that game on. We don't care. I mean, the Vikings. It's been all Vikings all day today. Maybe it's on this other channel. Here it is. All right. The Philadelphia game and the New Orleans game is on Fox here. Bonus coverage. Oh, man, is this game going to go into overtime? That would be exciting. See, I must have been looking at the chart for this game. Philadelphia and New Orleans. I bet the chart is actually very similar, though, for the Saints. And, oh, no, Derek Carr just threw an interception. Oh, it's over. William, congratulations to your Eagles. Oh, is Derek Carr going to cry? Man, a couple quarterbacks looking like they're going to cry today. Derek Carr and CJ Stroud, the criers. We got a couple criers over here in the crying section of the quarterbacks for week number 3. Derek Carr, come on over. Yep, here we go. We see your pass. Come on through. CJ, you can join CJ Stroud. He's been over here. He's been crying for a while here since about the first quarter of his game. So, Derek, if you just want to take a seat next to CJ over there, or, if you want some space in between you, there's plenty of seats available. Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, man. Derek Carr looks like he's having a seizure. Well, not really. Like a panic attack or anxiety attack. He just looks like he shit the bed. Okay. 48 seconds to go. And, oh, man. That would be so hard Oh, to be Derek Carr right now. Oh, man, that would be a toughie. Yeah. Oh, you can tell. Oh, man, he's pissed. Oh, how could you not be? How could you not be? All right. Okay. I'm getting tested. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Shout out to your wife, Ryan. Nice. Woohoo. Nice. Enjoy the Texas toast for me too, because I'm not going to get any. Yeah, I saw that. Eagles intercepted. Good for your team. I know. Seriously. I am kind of surprised by that too. Yeah, like I said, I looked at the astrology chart for that one. I didn't post it anywhere, so you're just gonna have to like take my word for it. But I did look at that, and I was like, this game looks interesting. And straight away, I was like, Eagles gonna take that. And then I looked at it a little bit more, and I was like, okay, weird. It looks like Atlanta might win, and then I thought about posting it on Twitter, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up and I saw that the Falcons ended up winning. I think I fell asleep in like the third or fourth quarter, but yeah, it was early, or before the game ended, rather. But yeah, Pizza Ranch boy during prime time too, of all things. It's third down for the Texans again. All right. Yeah, there's no crying in football. There's no crying. Are you crying? Are you crying? No. No. Are you crying? No. No. There's no crying. All right. I just went back to this game quick. I just wanted to see. Okay, Eagles still have the ball, and yeah, it looks like they're going to come out victorious over there, unless some sort of weird snafu happens. All right, Texans are still trying. All right, they're still trying. It's first and goal. Vikings defense, letting off the gas a little bit, but I mean, at this point, why not? Okay, you're up 34-7. Nope, not going to work on that one. They tried. That was the intended receiver was Collins. Second and goal for Texas. Excuse me, Texans. I keep saying Texas. D'Amico Ryans is just like, I think he's just as confused too. I mean, I think the Texans are just as stunned. You know, they're the most stunned ones of all. Like they came for an ass whooping, and I don't think they expected that. They got their asses handed to them today. I mean, for real. And the Vikings played really, really well. Don't get me wrong. Been saying that. But the Texans and those penalties and that turnover early on, that like set a very negative tone for Houston. And I mean, ever since the beginning, it has just been pretty much the Vikings all the way. Houston has struggled on both sides of the ball today. I mean, they did get at least 4 or 5 sacks, I think, if not maybe more. So there's that. But I mean, the main story takeaway, the Vikings are legit. And CJ Stroud, little reminder, he might be good, but he's still got a lot to learn and a lot of growing up to do. So good for Minnesota. And yeah. And Danielle Hunter and Stephon Diggs coming back to Minnesota. Yeah. Maybe they're like, damn it, I wish I was on Minnesota still. Now that Kirk's gone. Second and goal, not going to work. All right. Actually, they didn't they lose? I'm not sure. Ron, that's a good question. I could look up here. I feel like didn't they lose? Maybe they're undefeated. Yeah, they are 2-0. They are 2-0. They're undefeated as well. I will be cheering for the Falcons tonight, though. I will say that. I'm sick of Kansas City. I'm sick of them. I said it at the beginning. I'm sick of them for a couple of years. I think Patrick Mahomes is a sore loser, and I don't like the attitude. Okay? I don't like Atlanta either, but I'll be cheering for Pizza Ranch Boy tonight. All right. It's fourth and goal. Houston still cannot do anything. So, yeah, it looks like, depending on the outcome of tonight's game, Minnesota will be undefeated, Pittsburgh undefeated, and I think that's it. Potentially Kansas City, right? Because New Orleans, it looks like they're losing. Well, I was just going to turn it. Fourth and goal. Let's see if the Texans can actually score here. I would say probably not, but No, almost a sack. Yeah, and then a terrible throw. Nope. Nope. Yeah, all right, so the final. Philadelphia 15, New Orleans 12. Wow. And today, what a performance by the Vikings. A performance that I think all Vikings fans can be excited about. I know the purple Kool-Aid will be guzzled. Just don't overdo it, okay? Sugar hangovers are no joke. It's a long way to the big game, but I think after today, the Minnesota Vikings need to be considered in that conversation, of course. And if not considered one of the best teams in the league, force to be reckoned with. I hope for Minnesota they keep the momentum going and they just don't get too big for their britches just yet. Okay, still be excited and celebrate. This is awesome. Did a great job. Keep it moving, okay? And I mean, excuse me, CJ Stroud looked just completely shocked and just like not prepared for what hit him today. All right. So, all righty. But thanks again for everybody for hanging out. If I may redo this quote of James Earl Jones in Empire Strikes Back, the force is with you, young CJ Stroud. But you are not a Jedi yet. Exactly. Now watch me. Look at me mess that up. But yes, the young grasshopper. He's on his way. Still a lot to learn. Great win for Minnesota. And again, I'm so surprised. I thought that would be so much closer. But again, like, I'm going to look at this astrology chart some more too. Just like shake my head at the things that I missed. Pisses me off. As an astrologer, mad about it. But as a Vikings fan, I am happy about it. All right. And yeah, my predictions, I'm 2-2 so far. I might look at the chart for tonight too. Try to rally, try to do something, move forward. But yeah, I'm going to look at the chart for tonight too. I might post that prediction if I get a chance to look at the chart in depth enough. Okay. I might post the prediction for Kansas City and Falcons on Twitter later. So if you're on Twitter and you follow me on there, maybe look up for that. But yeah, amazing win for the Vikings today. Diggs and Justin Jefferson just celebrating there. Diggs is celebrating with Brian Flores. So nice for the Vikings. Yeah, I will be a Cousins fan for today. And, I did make mention of this just earlier on. Like, it seems like it's way easier to cheer for him when he is not on the Vikings anymore. Like, I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, I mean, I'm over Kansas City. I'm over them. And I don't like the Falcons either, but if I had to choose. 2 more undefeated teams to go, dropping like flies. All right, and now suddenly, okay, they're showing us Indianapolis and Chicago. Chicago's going for the PAT here. 2 minutes left in this game, and it looks like Indianapolis has a 5-point lead. Okay. Great game. See you next week. Thanks, Soda. Appreciate that. Yes, great win by the Vikings. That's the game. They moved to 3-0. That is amazing. I mean, Vikings fans, that's like a rarity. That's few and far between. We can be, and again, safe sipping, but be excited about it. We got to be excited. 3-0, great start. Let's keep it moving. And I just hope, again, that the Vikings just keep this momentum going. Both sides of the ball were great, offense and defense. And I mean, as far as the defense is concerned, they completely surprised the Texans today. The Texans were not prepared for any of it. They couldn't handle any of it. They couldn't adjust at all. So good on them. Good on the offense for pushing the points, keeping the foot on the gas. I like that. Playing well at home. The fans were into it. They were excited. And that Mars trying Saturn, I tell you what. Okay. And just another reminder to myself for the second week in a row, don't overlook the planet Uranus as a surpriser, upheaval, something unexpected. And it can have a negative impact when it's on the ascendant of a team. And it was on the ascendant of the Texans today. So, all right. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. I really appreciate that. And yeah, evil to the east, the opponent next week for the Vikings. The Vikings will travel to the evil to the east, to Lambeau. And yeah, probably it looks like face Malik Willis and the Packers who won today. at Tennessee. So the Packers are going to have that momentum going back home after a big win for them. Vikings 3-0. They're going to look to try to go 4-0. So next week, already going to be exciting, but even extra exciting too. As I think the top two teams in the NFC North could be the Lions, could be number 2, but any which way. All right. But yeah, great win, everybody. Great stream. Thanks for hanging out again. Appreciate it. Oh, John Jay, thanks for popping in. That's all right. Yeah, Sam Darnold's been looking great. I'm happy for him. So, and yeah, he was obviously a 49er before too. So maybe you're following him. And John Jay, if you want to jump on the Viking ship, hey, jump on. If you want them as like your second favorite team after the Niners, for sure. Yeah, they should have too. So, and yeah, I'm happy for him. And yeah, what I've seen so far with Sam Darnold and just like the attitude and, just wanting to get out there and do better too. And you could really see the differences, and maybe it has to do with age too and experience, but between CJ and Sam, like CJ just looking like defeated and didn't know how to get out of that funk. And Sam Darnold, not completely perfect. And there was some, time on the sideline there where he was looking at that iPad and just shaking his head, but wanting to get out there and like do better. So I like that a lot. But thanks, Mars. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, but I was going to tell you too, I think I'm just going to go ahead and order the tahini butter, but hopefully I have it for next stream. So I still haven't forgotten. But yes, you have a great week too. Everybody have a great rest of your Sunday fun day. Enjoy all of the post-game shenanigans out there. And I am definitely going to be listening all around and going to the other Vikings channels. And yeah, I think the team, it's an exciting time to be a Vikings fan. I'm going to stay in the realistic realm like I do, where I'm going to be excited. I'm going to stay realistic about it. It is only week 3. It's great being 3-0. I hope it can continue. They look good. Let's just keep it going. It's a long season, but we're starting off good. So let's just keep it moving. So appreciate that. And yeah, again, look out on Twitter for Falcons and Kansas City prediction. I might pull that chart up and look at that. And yeah, hopefully next week too, everybody joins. And I am planning on doing the same old thing, Planetary pregame at about 11:30, and then the stream for Vikings and Packers, which is slated right now for high noon Central Time, but we'll see. All righty. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. I appreciate it. Always good to see you. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And again, I hope it's a fun day. And I didn't put the final score. It still says Vikings fourth quarter, but let me just switch that to make it official. And 2, that'll just be a note later for myself. But yeah, final Vikings 34, Texans 7. And it almost is this close to being a shutout. This close. So Vikings remain undefeated. We love to see it. And until next time, everybody,